What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Woody, and guys, today, hold on, my freaking webcam just doesn't want to work. So, webcam's not working. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not really caring about that too much. But um, we got some good things happening today, guys. So, the discussion that we're going to be having um, is these T4 troop updates. And it's a big thing because I've seen a lot of like lashbacks from it, but it's more towards the bigger players that are using big like 650,000 T4s in in a single match. I mean, there's nothing worse than seeing a C41 or a C39 using a whole entire batch of T4s to fight. That's very tiresome, and I get it. But I mean, if you're a lower city, like what is it? I don't know what the cutoff line is, but anyone 34 here that's noticed T4 has been okay to use at 34, 35.
No, T4 at all levels is canceled during Wooden Frenzy besides 10%.
Dude, fucking perfect.
That is perfect. I mean, you think about it. This is a game that you know a lot of people they invest a lot of money into, ladies and gentlemen, and the people that do invest in that money into it, they want to be able to fight for real. You
Kill
know,
1 million of your real troops. That's what we
yeah,
want to do.
we want to kill 1 million of your real troops, just like you want to kill 1 million of our troops. Like there is nothing better than the satisfaction when you hit someone in void.
Watch that fucker burn and just say, man, that guy just wasted 20 G's.
Yeah,
Guys, give him like, guys. Give him like and subscribe and comment. Guys,
thanks,
yeah,
thanks, nobody.
welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Nobody. But no, you guys are absolutely right. Like that is the biggest thing about this game is being able to be able to do that in void, knowing that it's going to completely mess up someone, uh, knowing all as much money as they put into those what you know, the troops and stuff like that.
Dude,
That's
I did the calculations one time on a big hit I had done.
mm-hmm.
They literally lost like 1.8 million real troops.
Oh
Like
man.
like T12 EMP, T12 shredders, like real troops.
Right.
Me and Raz, we sat and broke it down on how many days it would be,
That's
and
a,
it was.
okay. So I hit a 41 this last void. Okay, I hit a 41, and actually no, I hit a city that had 17 rains. So let me pull that report up. I did lose, but it was an SOS. I was real smart about it. I used that get out of jail free card. You know what I'm talking about. It's gonna take me a second to
Yep.
find. It's gonna take me a second to find it.
You know,
But I mean,
no one knows how to drive today. I swear it sprinkles out and everyone forgets how to drive.
oh yeah, you're up there. You're up north. Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
anyways. I'm trying to show the report. Here it is, right here. So they at first it started with like maybe I think it was like 500 or 600 or maybe in 1 million troops, right? And it was going really good. And then they started
it was
being
going real good.
it was going really good, and then they started trickling in a lot of people start trickling in, and I'm like SOS, slaughter, exterminate, everything I could possibly can, and then the game crashed. I'm like, no, that is the
It's so fun.
that is like the oh my god, but. But in reality, so the heel of this, I lost 500, just 520,000 troops. That was 100 days of heals, ladies and gentlemen. 100 days of healing. Jesus. I was like, whoa. Whoa. That one hurt. I can't make that mistake twice. like, you better get some heals. You know what I'm talking about? But,
Dude, I used to always have a lot of heals, but then Polar Invasion, I heal, dude. I don't have, enough troops all the time.
So
And
I found when you enter Polar Invasion the same way you would do with Elite War, but instead of with Loreline, you throw in Brave Star, and then you log back out and put in your Morgan. I don't know why I want to say Captain Morgan. I don't know, but Morgan back in the heals. Oh my God, they drop significantly. I don't know
well, I
if
did notice too, though the heal times are lower than what they were before.
yeah. I'm hoping it's the
Which I
same.
noticed.
I'm hoping it's the same way for this Chaos Land tonight. Which, by the way, that Void and then the freaking Polar Invasion back to back, it drained everything I had. Everything I had, I was like, man, it kind
What?
of.
I didn't even.
Why do you think they brought Caseland back?
Well, I know exactly why. They
Because of high demand, and they've realized that everyone wants it, and they thought if they stick it in between polar and void,
Oh,
people will play.
absolutely. Oh, absolutely. If you do that, yeah, if you do that, you're able to. I think that what it is they want people's goal.
Bro, do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
What?
You deserve $1 million for your wonderful way of explaining. I swear to God, you're amazing.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
But
Welcome.
I do want to say one thing that it's not just me that explains it, guys. The whole entire community out here they explain stuff. I'm not perfect with the game, I learn just as well as anyone else here. But the actual community, um, we teach each other, and that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I agree. Woody sucks.
You're right. I do suck. I do suck. Oh, now the longest. Now I get to try to freaking get my gold back up there. And that's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough.
Yeah, but you can use the tickets in Caseland, can't you?
Right,
You
right.
don't. To
But
be honest, only Woody. To be honest, with the people you're going to be facing, I don't know actually who you're facing, but if it's nowhere close to you, you don't
uh,
really need to buff up your fleet.
no,
Just use speed.
we actually got a tough chaos land. So we have 637, 622, 575, and 799.
Holy shit! You got
Oh, I was hoping we were in there
five
with you,
nations.
Woody. I was hoping.
Dude, these are all monster whale nations.
I was gonna have to come
Because
in
we
log
got
in
we
just
just
to
got chaos land
burn you.
after a while. We got case line after a while, thinking, oh, well, great, I'm going to be able to enjoy myself. Guess who's fucking in our case land?
Who do you got in chaos
52.
land?
Fucking
52.
52. Fucking 52. Fucking I thought I would enjoy myself. And then we played Polar event literally a couple of hours ago. And
Hmm.
guess who was in there? Fucking Din, ED1, FU Camel. Fucking, I'm just like, what the fuck? What was the point?
Well, I mean,
Seriously.
you treat it as Iron Blood. I mean, just walk in there, do what you're gonna do, and call it a day. Uh,
If I got rank 3 at the end of it, but still, man, fucking hell. Every time I see 52, I'm just thinking, fuck, man. It's like you know they're gonna try and fucking hit you with
Dude,
30,
we
40
had the
people, and then it's
Beast
like you got to
Junior
spend
and the
heals.
Beast for Polar Invasion.
Say that
yeah,
again?
I got.
Two in a row.
You had he had you had Duck and Beast.
Yep, 2 times in a row.
Yeah, we had them as well last time, and it kind of they like to walk over everything, everything.
Dude, literally, like I was using a ton of stronghold devastations, everything I had used, and I still only got like 500,000 points, and I'm like, how's this guy hitting 1,000,000 points on each account?
They see
Oh,
they go for individual points, so they will go for they'll try to walk around the whole entire polar Chinese checkerboard, whatever you want to call it, on their own, and that's how they're
Yep,
getting those individual points. And they're using items each time, so not only are they using that one item that makes their fleet
are
bigger.
totally armed.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
doing the ice, they're
yeah.
doing
I use that at every attack, dude. I was using everything, and like I'm like, how am I not even close to his points?
so they'll use the total armed, right? And then they'll use the expansion attack, the ice bomb, and then when they get in there, they'll drop the stronghold devastation, and then
Well, you gotta use that when you're before your attack starts.
and they do. And they do. They do.
every time.
Woody,
Dude, every single time.
Woody, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think the Age of Origin is the #1 strategy game in America?
Um, I that's a question I can't answer uh, on live. Something off live, I can answer something like that, but on live, I cannot. Uh,
Hmm.
there's stipulations between that, and I just can't answer on live. But yeah,
Yeah.
but
But you like it. This is the important thing.
4 years here, 4 years here, yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I support you. I support you.
So with this
Or
T4 rule that came into play, did anyone notice
Keyboard is
huge?
amazing.
Well, hold on. If this T4 rule that came into place, did anyone notice a huge difference that was good and bad? And
Nope,
well, if
it
you went
still
against
sucked.
a T4 nation, then you notice. But
It still sucked. You still had to fucking spend an hour and a half trying to find a fucking target.
you go against, I guarantee you go against a lock nation. This was our first real lock nation that was a kind of tough lock nation, and guys, the targets were crazy. Like they were everywhere, like bubbles
You know what? You know
dropping.
with you, Woody, you know with the Lock Nations, I found out, and I heard this on a lot of
Nah, man. Look, look, look at you.
they they fight in house. All of them fight in house because of an ego battle, and majority of them don't give a shit because their farm means more than their main, which then means they will just fucking farm with high level troops. So any locked nations you get, just go after the farms. Don't even go after the mains. You will make so much points just on the farms.
Potete por aquí ahora.
I made, dude, I made quite a bit off their farms itself. I'm not gonna lie.
I
Yeah.
did take advantage of that this void after doing the C40. I was like, man, I need resources just to heal.
All I know is I had fun. It was super expensive. You go okay, so when you go against a lock nation, guys, it gets super expensive because they will rain. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some lock nations that they will fight you, like 693 Ronaldo. He's gonna fight you to every teeth that he has. He's gonna fight you. But like some of these lock nations, void don't matter to them. They'd rather save what they have for GC, or stuff like that. Other events to where they know that they can overpower you without no chance. I mean that's their alliance or their nation. That's what they like to do. I've noticed most American or non-lock nations, we like void is the number 1 thing. We will sit out GC for void. You know what I mean? We will sit out GC for void.
I have not joined GC once yet this time.
It it kind of changed the GC with the
Actually, I know Ritachi, he has, but I have not.
Ritachi.
I agree with you, Woody, on that. With the items, GC is not the same.
Yeah, I really didn't like the way GC went out this time. Um, Not many people showed up. Hey Gabe, can you mute your mic, please?
Yeah, it sounds like he's at a damn
Void,
McDonald's.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Respect him, bro.
Void's the only
I'm
tier
sorry.
event
Bro, close
we
your
got
mic.
left.
Let him talk.
All right, Gabe, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to mute you. I
Yeah,
Did
could.
he
Void is
just
the
say
only.
$2.99 for unleaded?
No, Go back to what I didn't. There was a whole bunch of chat going on. I was trying to figure out where it was all coming from.
Don't worry, Woody. I'm like a bodyguard for you, okay? Don't worry. No one can open mic for you. Okay? Don't worry. Trust me.
So, what did you guys all notice about so unless you're a what is it like a T8 or a T10 or a C10, you can't send T4 troops in void. Or is
Oh,
that
Dude, I love this rule.
listen to this crying. We had a guy who's a troll in our nation. He's got a C11.
Okay.
So, he just fucking hits anything and he trolls with it. He went on nation chat crying, why can't I attack the other nation? Why can't I attack the other nation? I was like, you fucking idiot, you're a C11. Anyways, who gives a shit? He was proper crying that he couldn't attack the other nation. Fucking idiot.
Well, I mean, it is okay. So the benefit is this. There's no longer T4 traps, but the negative is you're still going to be looking for an hour and a half for a city, and if you find one, they're not going to be T4s. So that's a good thing. Everyone just doesn't even mute their mic coming in here. I had a podcast once before live, and someone came in without their mic muted, and literally his wife was yelling at him at the entire time. So we don't need to hear
Dude, that's hilarious. I would laugh so hard.
Yeah, but we're not here. Yeah, I mean, in different lives it's different, but in like this live, yeah. I tried to use T4s because I had like 24,000 T4s. I wanted to try it. Yeah, the game said nope, nope. And at that point, I was like, oh yeah, game time. Do you think?
Dude, I literally think I have like my lowest level troop is like a T10.
Well, it's not. It's T10s. T10s ain't bad. I mean, if you're literally spending all this money in the game, why are you gonna use T4s? Like, come on, man. Like, really? You got to man up.
Yeah.
You got to man up. I heard it. I
A
see.
lot.
Go ahead.
Sorry, a lot of people are making this argument that now because T4 cities can't fight, a lot of rules should be abolished. But to me, it's still the same. All it is you can't now attack with more than 10% of T4s in your fleet. But that's one side of the argument that we had last time. The other side is people can still have T4, so it still hasn't really changed the game much. Yes, for these shitty people that have C41s and that use T44, you're shitty players anyways. So you're assholes. So it's a good thing that it stopped you guys. But now the argument is, but what about the smaller players who have T4s and they fight with T4s? But again, if you're a C33, I get Raz's argument that they're gonna want to fight with T4, and if they send the higher level troops, they're gonna die. I get it. But dude, if your T4s die, you're still gonna struggle to recruit them if you're not a spending player. So
I
you're gonna
agree.
send
Now
your
they
T4
recruit
zero,
the
zero.
T4 though. They recruit so fast.
Yeah.
We're talking
They
hours.
do,
compared to
they do,
days.
but they do. But you've also got to understand if you're like a low level free to play player and you go and do attacks as a team, after the third or the
Yeah,
fourth
you are
attack,
truth,
that's it.
bro.
You
I'm
have no more.
supporting
You're
you. Are
finished.
truth.
You're finished for the day. You're finished for the day. So you don't not collected much points because you've only attacked 4 times. Then you've got to go over the whole grafting of recruiting these troops again. You're clearly not going to buy speeds. You're not going to use gold. So how many troops are you going to get back until the next event? So
Those players all need to be killed out.
Literally, I can recruit like just like my normal troops. I use T12s and T13. I can recruit.
but your Lorelei and your recruitment buff and your recruitment skills are high. Remember, these guys.
My recruitment
They're
skills are
fucking.
not high. My recruitment
Well, what
skills
level?
are not high at all.
What level
We're
are they? What level are they?
Level 1. I don't use them. Literally, I recruit and I kill my troops.
Well,
But then if you kill them, you need them, right? So why would you not level it
Yeah,
up?
I need them. But I have multiple fleets. I can recruit nonstop.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you're killing your troops, everyone wants, recruitment is the biggest expense for everyone. Anyone that's a fighter, recruitment is the biggest expense. So you'd want to recruit them faster. So you would want to essentially level it up, not max, at least halfway, to reduce the time, right?
oh,
Yeah, I did level it up, and I was like, I didn't notice much of a difference in the amount of time. So I was like, I don't need this. I got other things I can level up.
You're
think
you're absolutely wild, bro.
he's got a fat wallet. It doesn't matter. He's got a fat
My
wallet.
lure line cuts like almost a day's worth of time off my units.
Yeah.
Maybe mine would if I did level her up.
I don't
Yeah,
level
I
it up.
use
This is
all
just
of them.
a
I use
5-star lure line.
Loreline for her. I
Recruitment
use
speed
Loreline for.
single S.
Here's a question, actually, guys.
we got.
What officers do you guys use for recruitment?
What do I use?
Apart from Loreline.
We'll go off
Apart
mine.
from Loreline.
We'll go off mine because mine's showing. So if I'm going to recruit, honestly, I use Brave Star for recruiting, and I use Loreline for recruiting.
Okay. And do you
Yeah,
use
that's
the
how you
same
have your
two for
setup,
healing
though.
as well?
What's that? Well,
Do you use the same two for healing as well?
Well, I mean, if I'm going to heal, which I mean, honestly, I don't switch. I don't do the whole switching thing during Void. It is what it is. When I lose, I lose.
No, afterwards.
Oh,
When you're healing, when the event's over.
Afterwards, I usually just freaking heal them right off the bat. I know it's a waste.
You're like me then. No patience.
Yeah, no patience. Like the only one I do have patience with, is the Mother of Doom, because if I hit them, when I go to Mother of Doom, I only use 30% of my fleet. I will not send 100%. No way, because that's
I did that. I ended up with 25 days heal.
Yeah!
Not doing it again.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So now just enough to get my Titans in there. I'm good. That's all I want. That's all I need. Enough to get my Titans in there and walk away. But I mean, there are players that they'll use everything because they want to get that first place for that little bit of reward. But to me, it's what, like 10 1 hour heals. I think it is.
I do it for the frame.
You do it for the frame. Well, you want some. If you want some frames or cities, and if I can share it to you, I'll be more than happy to give you some.
If I can sell my fireworks, mate, I will be rich. I will be rich.
So I did it for the frame. That's classic.
Dude, I go through fireworks so much. Sorry, Chad, I got to mute you, buddy. I know. But no, I go through my fireworks so much that I actually enjoy it because you get that refund back afterwards. You know what I mean?
What refund?
Well, not the refund, but it gives you something back after you're using it.
Oh, is it?
Why do only the packs with the white surrender flag
Guys,
firework?
no
Why
one
are
open
they
mic.
always so
Respect
expensive?
him. Respect this guys. Don't open mic. Let him talk. I'm sorry, Woody. Continue.
No, it's okay. It is an open mic, and thank you for that. But the fireworks I love using. I think my favorite fireworks after I hit someone would have to be like the cloud. I use this one, and I use the flag.
What's the fish used for? Most people use it for the same thing.
It's usually to tell them that they suck.
Yep.
That you suck.
Fish. You fucking fish.
Yeah, but like that's usually after I hit someone, they'll look like that. But I am running out of the flags. I have not seen those flags.
I've used it on myself when I got zeroed.
That's my favorite right there.
I was like, I'm waving the flag. Why are you not still hitting me? Fuck off.
When I say hit them, I'm talking about they no longer have any troops kind of hit. Like none. I mean, let's be real. If that's what, if you want like max points, that's what you do. You hit them, and hope to God that they don't send freaking 30 people in rain. You just keep sending. I've been caught in that 5 fleet in, and next thing you know, I got 20 rain. I'm just watching my troops die. Like, wow, wow, they caught me.
The best one is, when they excuse me. The best one is when they hide in a rally, and they're in a rally because you just keep hitting them, and they have to come out of the rally to bubble. You just keep hitting them, and then you see them come out of rally and they get smacked.
Yeah.
Come out of another rally and they get smacked, and it's just like, fuck's sake, you fucking idiot.
I do like that.
The trick of it is, if you want to avoid that, use an elite teleport. Because you can teleport if you're in a rally.
Oh, there you go, giving away another freaking secret.
Dude, that is not a fucking secret. That's
it's
been
not.
around for so long.
It's a secret for these newer nations. Remember,
But no one really uses rallies on a city. You should send to a zombie.
I agree.
Technically.
I agree 100%
I
with that. But
also agree. Rallying on a city is some noob shit.
yeah, like
To be honest, you know what is the funny story here is I had someone set a rally on me. They set a rally on me to hide that, it wasn't a big city, he probably had 2 fleets. But he had his attacking fleet and a rally on me. All
right.
I did was just port next door and hit him, and all his troops coming back into his house. What the fuck was the point then?
Chaos Land is so good for that too. Like when people
Yeah.
rally on you, you just port right next to them.
Oh yeah. You see someone rallying you, you just tap their location and then just hit them. Like,
Exactly.
why are you rallying on me for, you chief? Because I'm on
Yep.
the other side of the map. You think you can use me as a fucking piggyback?
Oh, so people don't understand that. Like you do, and the older nations do, because we went through all that yet, so far. And a lot of these newer nations, that's what they were told. That's what they're told to do: hide your troops, send a rally, and they think they're fine, and they're not. You know what I mean? They're not okay. They're it's like
They're okay until they rally on the wrong person. That's the way it
yes,
is.
yes, and especially if you rally someone that hits and moves. If you hit and move, yeah, good luck, because your troops ain't gonna be there for too long.
Oh,
It's gonna.
I'm looking forward to Chaos Man, but I don't think I can play the first one's at 5 in the morning. I'm definitely fucking playing that one. Second one's at fucking after lunch. So I don't know how I'm gonna get an extended lunch break. Might
I
have to fake a diarrhea or something.
go, dude. I've been there. I've been at work before, and I've literally had to escape to the bathroom for like Elite War and
You're on
stuff like
break.
that.
Come on, man. Tighten up. Gotta get off the clock.
Is he really?
Who's late? What? Who was that?
I think we actually have someone in here that is literally doing exactly what we were talking about.
I just cleaned your whole table and all that shit.
All
Just
right.
vacuum.
Who is that?
I'm stoning got stuck out here for a minute. That's okay.
Duke, sorry, man.
I think it's getting told off. That works.
I think Duke's getting in trouble at work as we speak. I cleaned the whole table, man.
Who's
Oh,
the judge? I heard you. I cleaned your fucking table. Where were you to clean the fucking table? Sorry, I was taking a dump.
I was doing EW in the bathroom. Okay, okay. Oh man, so
Wow.
I don't know with this Chaos Land. I love Chaos Land, but man, the back events. I mean, I think between GC, Polar Invasion, Void, um, I think I and EW, two EWs in between there. I think I went through over 1 million gold, all my troops, all my ports, everything, guys. That is just like wow. It's
Honestly, dude, you know what it is? We was talking about this in our lines the other day. It's not just the events. It's all these other fucking pending ones in between. Like, I saw you playing the Tifa game. I know you buy all the packs, or
yeah.
all the thing, and then
I'm gonna
I
slow.
saw you recently, and I saw you recently. He's quite lower down, and I was like, "Fuck, it's definitely got to Woody as well." Because I bought all the Tifa ones, then I bought all the Aeon ones,
Yep.
then I fucking had the racing game, which I got level 52 on that as well. I was trying to fucking beat Ronaldo, but I couldn't. Fuck's sake. I did beat him on another game, and I think he got pissed off, so he beat me on this one. Yeah, that's it. I beat him on the FIFA game. I got rank 2 or something, I think it was. So yeah, it's not just events, man. It's the spending.
Yeah.
Like
And there's no
fucking
gold.
like
There's no gold that comes with it. That's That's the
yeah. And
biggest
the thing is
part.
that, for example, they got this, for example, like the racing one, they got this new burger joint fucking buff. And when you read the stats on it, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want to spend, but I can't not get it at least at level 1. I can't not have it in my island.
I'm not even
And
bothering
then you
with
just
it.
spend it. I know, and then just spend it. So this is the thing, man. It's like, what do you play? What do you do now? Like, it's fucking too many. It's 2 events every 2 days now, or
Yeah.
2 something.
I agree.
Hey,
Like
Woody.
I mean, I spend quite a bit. Like just today, I dropped 500 at reset. Uh, but like, if you do an EW that and you know your ball is to the wall the whole time, that's an easy $500 of speeds just right off the bat in heals. Like,
Woody,
yeah.
can you back to this nurse and the sick woman
Wait,
in the
what?
lobby?
Wait, in
I
the
wanna you back to this nurse woman.
nurse foreman? We talk. Oh, this girl.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Yeah,
You want
let me see
to?
the another sick woman.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah. Do you know this girl is better than this nurse? Good dress, I swear.
Oh, the way she looks.
Yeah, she looks like
Oh god.
Angelina Jolie or something like that.
I don't know, but I
Or
know.
Jennifer,
I don't know,
or
but I know.
Jennifer Lopez.
I know she's got psoriasis or whatever you call it on her legs with the veins, whatever you call it. They haven't take that away.
Yeah,
She
clear
looks like a
legs,
she looks like a
clear
beaten up
legs.
hooker.
I almost got her done, guys. I've almost got her done. I got
Ah, you bastard. You're on W. Fuck, I'm stuck on you.
yeah, and she's about to level up too. I think I
What
got what do I got?
what do
Yeah.
you like, the nurse or sick woman? What do you like better?
Well, the nurse is she's already done. Yeah, she's done already. She's already
What
maxed
Yeah,
did you
out.
do? Did you do Wendy's?
yeah, amazing.
She I do like her, but
I think I
I've
think the newer officers look more better. Selena and the new Aeon lady as well.
I think I'm trying to debate if I like the Selena one better or if I like the new Aeon. If I'll be honest, I'm trying to figure out which one I like. I mean, Aeon, you can tell she's had kids because she's got the wide hips. Okay, but but Selena, I mean, the underboob is just
Listen, dude,
I mean,
what's wrong with the MILF?
I'm a man. I'm a man. Come on
What's wrong?
now.
What's wrong with the MILF? You're
There,
kind of saying basically,
there's
do I go
nothing.
to the MILF or do I?
There's there's nothing wrong.
You said it.
Well, if you
You
look at,
said it.
the thing what you gotta look at is this: she's fertile, so that's another 18 years of child support. Oh, sorry, I told you off target. To where you know she's fixed. She's had enough.
These British and American bands. I don't think anyone else will get it.
I know. But sorry, I know we got a little bit off topic. I do see Flex Nuts in here. Holy cow, what is up, Flex Nuts? Um,
Oh, there
I,
you go, my buddy. Hello.
yeah, I was watching his video, and
He,
he
he
has a
he got lucky.
he got lucky. He got real lucky, and much respect to the nation that gave him the get go.
I don't know if you can hear me that well.
Yeah.
Flexing up here. Yeah, well, I'm out to eat right now at a restaurant. I stepped outside. I did hear you call my name, but yeah, I did get lucky on that video. And I wanted to jump in. I think we have about 20 minutes left before we clock out on the ticket here and head home. But yeah, I didn't know how much time left you had on the video podcast. I told you I was going to be here. I'm here. I wish I could provide more than what I'm doing right now, but I got to get back.
No
Thank
problem.
you
No
so much.
problem. Family comes first, brother. Family comes first.
That's love, but I have to listen, and I'm going to put my stuff on mute. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, by the way, just so you know Flex's logo.
I know. I love his logo. A pair
I
of.
was the one. I was the one who made it for him.
Oh, you designed it for him.
Yep. So if anyone wants not similar, but a nice logo, feel free to reach out. I do it when I'm bored. So I'll do one for free.
I was actually looking into making a logo, but at the time, I just don't have the time.
Oh, dude, when I'm bored, like I'm on the, I'm waiting for a client or whatever, and they're running late. I just do on my phone. So I make flags. I make like even mine. You can see my one. It's got a goat head with Thanos. Like,
Yeah, I seen that.
took a couple of seconds.
I seen that.
I don't know.
So I got a serious
Cloudy,
question.
20% chance of rain.
I got a serious question I need to
90.
ask. Um, So if you guys all look in your GC chat, or even in like Nation chat, or even the Discord chats,
And it looks like 2 days of rain and Saturday's kind of iffy. Sundays.
but if you look in the chats, you're seeing these low-level players always throwing their whales underneath the bus versus another whale. It's starting to get old, guys. Like, worry
Yeah, but do
about
you know
your
what? Yeah, but
own
do you know what the
city.
funny thing is? Most of the big guys wouldn't care or take notice. Let them. Who gives a shit?
It's I don't know. It's starting to get it's kind of annoying. Like,
But that's a trophy, though, isn't it? They will do anything they can to cause, a rift between another guy.
no, I agree. I agree 100%. But it's
To be
annoying.
honest, I prefer seeing those messages than that fucking cocksucker from 113. Oh my god, he just fills up the bloody whole GC with just pornographic pictures and just he hates 113. He hates 113. This guy, seriously.
Well, I'm surprised he's even still in the actual nation. I'm surprised he hasn't
No,
got his.
dude, the guy makes a new city every day. Apparently, 113 guys told me that he makes a new city every day that Camel can't do anything about it. And it's
Well,
like the amount of time he spends making a new city and posting some garbage. If he actually put that time into his city, he would actually have an amazing city.
so I'm being asked, do I have the new Aeon skin level 3 for the breakthrough buff? I got the skin on Aeon. Going back into the Aeon. I
I
got
think
this.
mine's level 2.
Woody,
No,
can I ask you a question?
hold on, hold on. Let me finish one thing first. I got
Okay, finish.
the skin to level 2, um, and then Selena's breakthrough, or actually her breakthrough on the skin. This little thing right here, all troop back 36 point. What is it? 36 plus 8. I'm still trying to figure out what is it, like 36 troops plus 8. Like, what is exactly?
3.6%.
So
Every
3.6.
point is 0.1%. 20 is 2%. 36 is 3.6.
Mm, mm. I was just getting confused because this is an actual real stat now. It's not like just something that like how Tifa's is. This is on actual stats. So it's like I think it's just too low still to actually notice a difference. You know what I mean?
I haven't paid attention, but do you actually see that pink bubble
Well,
in
you
the
know what?
fight?
Let's go into the void. Let's check this out. Let's see if I do see it. We're just gonna pick this top one, attack on. We'll replay this, and I'll blow the screen up. Yeah, I think yeah, right there, right there. There's
Oh
one.
yeah, it is.
There. Yeah, I see. Yeah, so it is there. Right there, like the tank's got it. So it is there. Wow, who is?
Dude, who's that?
I don't
Who's,
know.
who's this one?
I don't know. People are just walking with no with their mics blaring.
I don't know why the people don't respect you and open music. Are crazy guys. Close your mic. Respect him.
Totally getting off topic, but yeah, I think that pink thing is it is there, but I'm not noticing that much of a difference. Let me go back into the stats and see if
This
there's
one, this one.
any
This one
difference.
is his name is Chicken.
No, chicken's good. Chicken's good.
And Sluzu. This one is his name and Sluzu.
We actually have a moderator in here that's taking care of the people that need to be taken
Woody,
care of.
you only muted him for you, not for everyone.
Oh. Well.
It's code.
No,
Code.
it's no.
It's code, Woody.
It's not me. It's not me.
It's code. What do you mean code?
The guy, you muted him for yourself, but not for us.
I server muted.
I can still see code talking.
Can you hear him talking or no?
Yeah, I can hear him.
All right. I hate DCing people.
Now it's quiet.
Yeah, I had to DC him. I hate DCing people. I really do. I really do. But
I mean, you could have server muted him.
he was server muted. Is what I'm
He
saying.
wasn't.
No,
You muted
Cody
him.
wasn't. That guy was, but Cody wasn't.
Oh, oh, oh,
You muted him for like for yourself, but not for like everyone.
oh. Okay. Well, he's okay. So he's back. So server mute. Okay, cool. Sorry, code. Sorry, but okay.
Can I continue my question?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
My question is, do you think this game will allow me to find my future wife?
Okay, guys. Uh, I guess this is the topic's up, so whatever.
Found mine.
So there are players that do find their significant other through this game, and it does happen. It does happen. Far from an in between, does happen. Yes, some people use this for Age of Tinder instead of Age of Origins. I mean,
I will give him some advice. Play the Gold Digger game. Try and search for a wife with the C11 or C41, and then see if they go dig.
but I mean, like people, like I said, people use it, people don't.
Yeah, don't go looking for a wife with C41.
Yeah,
You will get all the gold diggers.
yeah. If you come to the game looking for a woman, it's the same thing as going to a dating site. You'll find one.
No. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
I would. To me, it's
I would say put on the nation looking for a wife, but use a C35, C36, and you would get some genuine women who would be interested in you. Put a C41, she's not legit. She's just after your money. So maybe get a C36 and put the advert out.
That's crazy. That's crazy that that people do use this game for like Age of Tinder. But I
Isn't that
mean,
how you found Raz?
what's that? Mine? No, no.
Isn't that how you found Raz?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So
That was real good.
I don't know how to answer that one. I don't.
He's gonna hear that. He's gonna fucking jump in and go, fucking Raz is here.
No, he can't come in here. He's banned from this server.
Oh shit, he's banned from this one, isn't he?
Yeah,
Oh.
but that stat from Aeon, it's a real stat. So all troop block, it's on the stats, guys. So the bigger that Aeon skin gets, that's obviously gonna get bigger. So it's not like a hidden stat; it's there.
Who do you think is the next person gonna be? So we've got now Tifa, we've got Aeon.
Well, I mean, let's see. I mean, Camo has to be somewhat fair to the women playing, so it's gonna. I don't know. I don't know who exactly it's gonna be, but I'm assuming that it's gonna be one of the males. I hope to God it's not Kingsley.
I was just about to say, imagine next was Kingsley.
That would be.
They're not fair at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're not fair in any way. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. Well, like whatever's gonna make the most money.
In retrospect, if you think about company wise, yeah, it's a company. They're going to try to do whatever they can to make money, and I get it. You know, if you get company owners here, they try to do the exact same thing. You know, they try to.
I have a feeling it's going to be Zeus next.
Zeus.
He's one of the most expensive as well. Yeah, he's one of the most expensive.
Oh, let's check his breakthrough out. Yeah, I mean it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, this is possible. Zeus could be added into a next skin.
Or if they want to force people to make changes, then do Kingsley. Because they want to just go and rush and fucking buy Kingsley.
If they make it Kingsley, they're gonna have to change Kingsley to where he's worth anything, because his breakthrough skill is just that. I mean, it's nothing really. It's something that you put on a Nerve City, you know, to lower the damage that they can do. You know, to reduce the damage. It's not like Tifa's bombs that go on there, or Aeon's freaking other thing. Whatever.
Oh, we're being serious here. Camel would fucking hate Kingsley as well.
I'm sure they do.
Do
I'm sure they do. They had it. I think they put Kingsley there just for like farmers.
Retarded. No, I think just for retarded players who use him.
Something to get a little extra. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
All right, so let's see.
I'm not looking forward to the next update, man. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna cost a shit ton wherever they fucking bring out.
So there's gonna be a point where, like, even myself, where I'm gonna just be like, well, I'm gonna have to wait on that, like, or stop on Tifa. I'm definitely, I'm just gonna get to the point where I'm doing one level of Tifa, or just a little bit. I'm not dropping a G every freaking 2 weeks just for something I get nothing in return, like gold wise. That's the best thing about these packs is that you get the gold that comes with it. And that gold saves your butt sometimes. It really does, especially in Void.
Yeah, I think the polar event and all the, what is it, polar racing,
You
fucking
got Polar, you got
jumping board,
Desperate,
the gala bingo, and all that nonsense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wonder if they're gonna add anything else for the Chaos Land. No, that's in 4 hours. So I mean, at least they left Chaos Land alone. But I'm surprised to actually see it because
No, they will. Don't say it. They will.
don't.
They already made Chaos Land like worse and worse through the years.
You just jinxed it by saying it.
Yep. We're gonna fucking see.
Camel, don't be watching this one. Just skip over this one. End it now.
We're gonna see shield breakers. We're gonna see fucking wolf buffs. We're probably even gonna see fucking things that we got to pay just to hit the worm.
I don't know if they're going to want to do that in Chaos Land, like to put shield breakers in there, because they put that in Iron Blood, and that's what makes Iron Blood, is that you can pop through a freaking bubble. Now, if they start adding that into other little side events like that, or if they put it in Chaos Land, they put it in freaking Polar Invasion, they're gonna ruin every one of the events by doing that.
No, but polar evasion doesn't need the shield. Don't need a shield in polar evasion.
You're right. Not Polar Invasion.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got to understand, they will add it on every event that is lossless because they know people won't complain because you're not losing any money and any troops.
That is true. I'm wondering.
They will add it into Frenzy. They will somehow add it into Frenzy as well.
Wait a minute.
Especially when this whole thing about everyone just shields 24/7. They're gonna add something in at some point.
Hold on. Did they just make something new in GC? Did they just I think they just removed the items from GC.
No, you don't see it until it starts.
No,
Yeah,
I seen it 2 days before it started. Okay, so we still got another day.
I think we only had 24 hours to buy the events or buy the items last time.
Okay, so then it might still be coming. I know that Camels, they are definitely they're getting a huge pushback from all the players in every game that they hold. Like, it's not just this game, ladies and gentlemen. It's other games, and as much as I don't like the bad talk Camel, because we all know how Camel is. You do something wrong, you might pay for it. But I think
you speak for yourself. You pay for it for the most.
Yeah, well, there's been people that has bad talked them. I'm not gonna say their names, and all of a sudden they got a shitty merch.
Oh wow, is that right?
Well, I'm not gonna say no names, but I've seen something similar to that happen. And we all know who we're talking about, but we're gonna leave it at that.
I love Camel, man.
What was that?
I said I love Camel.
So you guys got to think about it. Camel's got to cater to everyone in the game, not just the whales, not just the medium spenders, but the actual free to play players. They got to cater to them too. So, and a lot of the game is kind of catered more towards the whales. I'll admit that. But
well, maybe fucking cater to everyone by fucking fixing the lag issue and fucking changing the 30 zombies into something else. That will fucking cater to everyone.
I agree.
Not just the fucking whales.
So I
did. Man. When are these zombies are gonna go past 30?
I will admit I did not get. I had 0 lag during Void, 0 lag, but I did get multiple crashes in the middle.
Yeah, but what about polar event when you attack someone and you can't even see the battle and you have to come out of it every time?
That does happen. Yeah.
Yeah, polar was terrible for me today.
It's fucking shit. Like, you attack someone, you don't even know if you're still in there. Even when the battle's finished, you don't even know if you're in there. And you try and come out, and you can't because someone else's hits you, and then you got to spend money on heals. That's why they do it.
Or just
Woody,
freezes it.
So I did message Camel, and I'll bring the message over. But it,
Woody,
yes,
how are you?
I'm I'm okay.
Are you old player in this game?
I'm continuously playing the game all the time.
Yeah, this is amazing. Then can I ask you a question about the game?
Sure.
Do you think that if love occur between two members of the alliance may fall?
Bro, what is wrong with you?
Did you?
Dude, go back to your message.
Okay, so I I brought up an
Sorry.
idea. I brought up an idea to VIP to Camel about possibly having an open world void or frenzy.
That's not gonna work.
Let me explain that. Meaning
Yeah, elaborate.
every globe other than locked nations will be able to be ported to from 1100 to nation 1 can port it to and kill whoever.
So you're talking about a universal void?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
would
the
be
correct term.
that'd be a
Universal
complete shit
void.
show.
But there'd be like options like to opt into it or opt out, and if you opt out of it from the beginning, not from like in the middle, but you opt out of it, you have a red bubble. You can't,
Yeah, but how many nations will be fighting?
every single one of them.
I mean,
You do realize
like
that none of
server-wise,
us
they're
will,
just
basically
world war.
none of us will be able to log
Talk
into the
about
game.
lag, dude.
I know, and you know what? You know what? That's exactly the response I got back to. Wow, it's a bit challenging and stress and technology daring to run our servers.
You know what you should
Wait,
do? You should,
Talk
Woody,
about overwhelming
you should
developers.
push that frenzy talk that we had.
Yeah,
Woody,
I
yeah.
really
Woody,
think
I
you should.
swear to you, you are the best content creator I have ever seen, bro. You are amazing.
Thank you,
Continue,
Mr.
continue,
Nobody. Thank you, Mr. Nobody.
continue. Welcome, welcome.
I've
Yeah, Woody,
totally
push the
lost.
frenzy thing.
So the frenzy,
Push the frenzy thing.
yeah, the frenzy thing that we were talking about would be like a no bubble frenzy. Imagine that, guys. So you can't. You only get. We'll just say you have what 2 8-hour bubbles, or possible just a truce time. Okay, so imagine being able to have that. No one's able to bubble unless two for throughout the whole entire 24 hours. You have 2 8-hour bubbles, or even 2 2-hour bubbles. Obviously, that'd be different. Uh, but imagine that, or just a truce, a time that you got a truce. So there ain't no looking for cities. It's
Fell from
like
the curb. Put it in the recycle bin thing. Oh wait, no, don't put it in the trash because the recycle bin's too full.
What they were saying, put your ID in the bin. What the fuck?
yeah, that totally threw me off. He said something about in a bin. I'm like, wait,
Having a
what?
frenzy with no bubble, having a frenzy with no bubbles, and having a truce time with what? Only 8 hours.
Yeah.
No, because your truce time lasts for about 8 hours. So
That's what I'm
during the
saying.
truce time, your alliance can't be attacked, which obviously gives people the time to sleep. And
Yeah.
then maybe you get like 2 2 hours or 1 8 hour and 2 2 hours. Just if you want to go have a bit of a break, people would want that. But then the rest of the time, you fight. It will drive revenue. People will play it.
Oh yeah,
No
dude.
one loses troops. No one loses troops. So no one can complain.
No, no.
And it would actually be back to the beginning of where we have fun.
It
Basically,
would be like Chaos Line, but for 24 hours.
yeah, and it would be fun. It would actually be fun.
I agree 100% with that. Will there be people that die that have no chance? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it would be really fun. It, there's a lot of people.
Vanmiddag via dit dat hij Rutte steunt. Vorige week was u.
Man, I swear I don't know how many people I got to mute. They're just walking in with their a lot of people. A lot of people today. It is what it is. I get it. But if they do that, obviously there'll be items. So let's say if they did do that and allowed that, and they at that point they allow bubble breakers. But you're
No,
only
you wouldn't need.
What's
You
that?
wouldn't need it. If you got truce time, you wouldn't need it. You just do the truce time. Give people that, that sleeping time, or people are busy with real life.
Yeah.
Putting a bubble breaker in there is just gonna upset those people. If you're
You
sleeping and
can't have
someone
a
come
bubble
and bubble
breaker.
break. Yeah, if you're sleeping and someone bubble breaks you, that's fucked up.
Yeah, you need to be able to. You need to be able to like shield when you're not available. You can't not be able to.
So you guys would all agree? Okay, let's say no bubble breaker. Would you guys would all agree? You guys would like to see something like that, though, right?
Yeah, of course. I think everyone would. If you put the idea
I don't really care
across
about
with
friendly
actually
anyway.
genuine rules, I think you'll get a lot of people to play it.
In Frenzy?
Yeah, just frenzy.
Just frenzy. You don't want it to be a real troop event. No, it would kill the game instantly. Instantly.
Hope it does kill the game. Then we can all fucking escape.
Well, I mean, it could be an escape, but I don't know. I mean, we've all been playing this for years, so I mean, as much as we want to leave, here we are. We still are every single day. We do, but we don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we bitch and moan, and then we come back and we still take it up the ass.
I know, dude. I know. I think the biggest problem that I have with this game is I spend more time doing this than I sometimes play the game, and that's a problem.
You're an addict.
Bro, close the mic.
I
Let
don't
him
know.
talk.
They
Mute
don't.
him.
I think people don't realize that they are actually talking, or
Or
they
we
got
can
their
hear the,
mic
or
on.
we can hear the background. Yeah, we can hear the background.
Yeah.
No one open mic. Let him talk. Except continue, Mr. Woody.
Good morning, Woody. How are you?
I'm doing good, El Professor. How are you doing? How was your actually? So El Professor's a whale ritter in 918. Huge freaking whale. I do gotta say, you guys are gonna have to start watching out for some of these 700, 900, and 800 nations because, guys, there are some whales out there. Like,
El Professor's on the line? Oh, shit.
Woody, are you mute me, Woody?
no, you're not muted.
Okay, thank you, bro.
No, you're not
He
muted.
might be. If you keep asking him how his morning was.
I suggest to add to this game. For example, if you can have a feature like other game I was playing before Corona, that if I can know that shield for that castle when it will be dropped. Yeah, it will tell me after 6 hours or 8 hours, which this feature you can use it once a week or once a day.
So for
So
that'd be for that event.
Somebody's bubble?
Yes, in your nation.
Oh, you want it for in nation?
Yes.
He wants basically a feature to tell him when the bubble is gonna drop. Basically.
This is one. Second,
for like Civil War, right?
Yes. Second, if you want to build a flag or any alliance building, you should send your troop and stay for 1 hour or 2 hours building that flag.
1 or 2 hours building a flag.
Basically,
yes, not like not like now. Anyone he can use gold and build many flags as you want. If you want to build a flag, send your troop and stay inside building that flag. So if I come and I destroy you, and I will destroy your flag at the same time.
That is an idea.
Interesting.
That is actually an interesting idea. But
this is in many games, same like Age of Origin. All of them. If you want to build a flag, you should send a troop. Except this game. This game is supporting farmers and also the people who are wasting their time for nothing, just only disturbing others, just building flags, nothing else. Like what you said in the beginning, and someone said there is a guy who is wasting his time just to build one city every day.
Yep.
Bro, I have a guy building 10 cities every day.
I don't know why he's
and he's just only disturbing others.
Let me
just ignore him. Well, he can't really do anything to you. You're obviously away in your nation. obviously got a strong alliance. Just block
Yeah,
him.
yes,
Ignore
but
him.
okay, for me, I block him, I ignore, but he's also disturbing others.
But what? What's he doing? Making cities and talking rubbish. What else
And
can he do?
building cities, talking rubbish, building flags, building mini alliance. Yeah, it's really disturbing.
I see what he's actually being he's talking about someone being an actual troll. So he like taking territory up and disturbing the actual nation, not just by through nation chat, but actually uh, trying to take people's territory, farm nations, farmer alliance
It's a
territory.
renegade. He's got a renegade on his
Yeah,
hands.
yeah, he's got a renegade, and this guy.
And imagine to destroy a flag, I have to spend 10 hours
10
for
hours.
watching that flag to be destroyed. Come on.
10 hours, yeah. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you.
That's rough. I remember when I was in 373, we had that problem too. I mean, there is a solution, but I can't say it on here.
Dude, 273 was in Civil War for years with issues like that. So,
No, I'm talking about. I'm saying 373.
Yeah, problem is Camel's just gonna let these trolls just carry on and on. They're not really gonna. Yeah, when you got fuckers like 113, man, they won't quit. These guys have had like Raz said in his podcast or something. Like you stick that stick up their ass and you scratch something, and that scratch will never repair. And every time they move, they get that fucking inkly feeling. They'll be there forever. Like some of these guys, man, seriously, the time they invest being trolls, they could actually be having fun and enjoying the game, but they're so butthurt.
Guys, who this Mexican woman is talking? Mute him, bro. Let him talk.
I'm spending more time muting people than I am actually talking.
I don't know the same woman is talking, and the mute when you mute him.
I'm
Who
trying to listen. I'm trying to control it the way I'm, the best that I can by still holding conversation with everyone. But as
no
for
one open mic. Let him talk, bro. Let him talk.
well,
Okay.
I encourage talking. With everyone. I
No, I'm
encourage
support
that.
you.
But
I'm support you. I'm tell him don't open mic. Just let you talk. Respect you.
Oh,
You
just go to
understand?
go find out the nation they're talking from. Go to the nation and just burn
Continue.
them for Woody.
Continue, Woody.
So we do have a question from Steel Frosty about Chaos Land. Is some cities hitting a merger off this? When you say hitting, I think meant to say getting. No. GC is in effect, ladies and gentlemen, and when GC Global Conquest is happening, no mergers will happen till afterwards. So this Chaos Land is something Camel brought into it for people because Chaos Land is fun. It truly is. They brought it back into here so people can have a little escape from all the items. I'm believing and just play out, have fun, and spend gold. I had to add the whole spend gold part of it because we just had void.
Replace the
Yes,
word gold
but
with
why
money.
he asked? Why he asked? Because some nations, like for me, I'm 918. I'm having Kaiserland. Like 912, they are not having Kaiserland.
912 is not having Chaos
Yeah,
Land?
I made a post in GC chat, and I was asking all the nations if they are having Kaiserland. Most of them they don't have. Not only few nations they having Kaiserland.
There used to be that situation where I remember some of the worlds used to have Chaos Land on a Wednesday, and some worlds used to have Chaos Land on a Friday. So it could be that. They have it 2 weeks later or something. Maybe their server can't match up to it. They don't want to spend money fixing it.
Yeah, but that's just going to slow the server down.
Yeah. When everyone has the same event at the same time, imagine the shit the server goes through. So, they obviously don't want to fix it, so they're just gonna find a loophole not to fix it.
Professor, this is 912 Shady.
We got our case line announcement at reset today.
No, I'm saying for example. I'm not saying 912 exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
Maybe
saying for example.
let me ask you. You guys got your chaos land just today at reset, right? So does it say how many days? Is it happening
Yeah,
in 4 hours?
2 days.
Okay, so I see what Camel's
It's
doing.
3.
I see what Camel's doing.
Yeah.
Camel's separating it to where it is. They're separating it by days, kind of like how they do with.
How many hours do these guys have? Sorry.
I they said they got 3 days still before Chaos Land. Where I
Yes,
have,
I told you. So I told you
yeah.
they've reverted back to the original. So originally, I remember when I used to play in 2 nations, I used to play in 500, and I used to play in 100 nations. And KS Land used to be on a Wednesday and a Friday, and I was able to play both. So they've reverted back to that because their shitty server can't keep up. That's why they've done it.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm wondering. I myself as well is wondering when the better server's coming. Eventually, I know we're what 5 years, almost 6 years into this game. Um, a better server's gotta
Well,
happen sooner
Camo,
or
if you're
later.
fucking listening, Camo, if you're listening, I work in the server industry. If you want some good deals, fucking call me. I'll give you good deals, and you can get them new fucking servers. All right, because I work in that industry.
Now, with the servers that you take care of, would it be able to hold this and all these new events that's coming in?
Dude, I deal with people who like Facebook and Twitter and all that shit.
Oh,
So
so
if they
you
can fucking deal with it, then yeah,
okay? So you're talking about big servers.
Yeah,
yeah,
big
very
server
big
farms.
server.
Is it
So
me
yeah,
or
if they
did
fucking need it, contact me.
it almost feels like the server is like the Aldi's brand?
Is what?
It's like the Aldi's brand.
They
The
probably have to
oldies?
do a migration, Woody.
So what I mean by Aldi's
No,
is you
You're
they
gonna
gotta
don't
have
need
to
like
to
explain what
migrate. They
Aldi
yeah
they just
means.
that's what I mean. I gotta explain what Aldi's is. So think about these shopping centers out there. You know how you got Target, you got Walmart, and then you got Aldi's, then you got Dollar General. Um, I'm wondering if this is the Aldi's brand of server. Um,
Aldi's is like the Walmart of Walmarts.
yeah,
Oh, you're talking about oldies. Oh,
yeah.
Talking
now
about
this
generic
this
versions of servers.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like that, and I'm not trying to talk shit, and I hope to God that Camel don't think I am. But I mean, I played many games, even on mobile, and by far this is the most laggy and
it's because they
crashable.
use the shitty version. There's different. There's basically when it comes to servers, there's different types. They're all built from components and GPUs and all that stuff, and you can use cheaper versions to build the servers. So essentially, what these guys have would have outdated ones because remember, every time new things come out, and to make that change, it costs a hell of a lot of money, guys. So they will just carry on using the older versions until they have to upgrade, and then when they upgrade, these things run into like, or Camel will run into billions.
Well,
If they're gonna do that change.
let's talk about that. With all these events that's happening right now, right? The server pretty much is on that limit of not being able to hold them all.
Yeah,
So
but
let's
you could, but you can upgrade it as you don't have to shut everything down. You could literally add more and more, into your. Imagine a warehouse, like a shop, just an open warehouse, and imagine just rows of computers. So if I had to give you an example, imagine Terminator. The field of humans.
right.
It's like that. You have a warehouse full of just rows and rows and rows and rows of servers and computers, and then at some point you run out of space, and that's kind of where companies like Facebook and Twitter would then go and invest and buy another warehouse and put more in, and then kind of make them work. But that's kind of what they need to do. So I think they've come to a point where they exhausted their space. They need to get more space, but that all runs into millions, and that's kind of what they're avoiding.
Well, I think
And at
I
some
think every
point,
company out there does that. They try to
yeah,
avoid
they
that.
do, but people always plan in advance, man. This is the thing. These guys haven't. These guys blew up too fast. Remember, like
Yeah.
honestly, dude, like if you look at Camel, what most of us started playing before COVID, right? In that period of COVID, the amount of money they made and the amount of people they got in was way more than they expected.
Right.
And then,
Especially
they
money.
made all that shit. Yeah, they made all that shit ton of money. And then they realized, shit, we can fucking fleece people. And then, they just started taking things away and adding shit. And now, we're in this circle of fucking playing 50 events and shit. And they just keep adding more and more and more just to, buy another yacht or
Yes,
another fucking
but
boat.
do you think by adding more events, they will let others to spend more? For example,
No,
for me and
but
my
you've got to understand,
nation,
people are
like
losing.
the OD yesterday, intentionally I lost yesterday. I didn't go to the semi-final for the first time because I didn't want to spend.
Yeah, but you've got to
First time
understand,
I'm not spending in
but
DOD
how many
because
roads are there?
and we decided to focus on Polar Invasion and GC. And especially also DOD with the new buff they added. You have to spend even more if you want to win.
But this is the thing. You've got to understand, why do you think they create new nations? Look, if people weren't joining these new nations, they wouldn't be making more nations.
Yeah.
So you've got to understand, it's a circle of life. People get run out of their nations. The shitty farmers get killed and shit. They go and join a new nation. People get bored in the older worlds. They go to a new world, make a nation. Some people, go with their friends and, make a new nation. So, until people stop joining these new nations they're making, they're just going to keep adding more and more and more. It's just going to keep, it's going to be an ongoing thing. Like, what number are we on now, Woody? We're like 1,000 and something?
Let me look. Let's check. Let's see. New game. 1,196.
Yeah, but the funny thing is,
97. 1,000.
yeah, but the funny thing is, you've got all these nations, they make new nations, and even the newer nations die faster than the older nations. And then they merge the new nations quicker than the older nations, and we all complain why? Because they're dead. They have 20 people.
Yeah, it's deserts.
Here's a problem
Yes.
here's a problem I see in these newer nations going on.
Yes.
Is people are walking in and let's say they get kicked out of, like, we'll just use 400 nation, okay? They've been kicked out because they were farmers, they didn't oblige with the rules, so they're burnt and kicked out, and now they're going into a new nation. And what they're telling these new nation players is, hey, I came from old nation, I know what I'm doing, listen to me, make 30 farms and do it as fast as possible. Here's the problem, ladies and gentlemen, is each server only allows so many cities in it before another server opens. Okay, so let's say you got 50 people, and I noticed the number margin is way bigger than this, but let's say you got 50 people, and those 50 people make 30 farms. Okay, now you've literally shrinking the amount of what you can bring into your nation to, we'll say, like, what, maybe 300 people, and then
You
you
do
got
realize a lot. You do realize a lot of these farms are made by resource sellers who don't
I'm
fight.
100% sure. I'm 100%. Yeah, I know.
So
I know. It's an actual.
every new nation, I would say, is around 70 to 80% sellers,
Yeah,
20%
it's.
actual players.
Oh my God. And that's the thing is that we all know that it's against TOS to do that, but they don't care. They don't care. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the
Yeah. Another example, Odi. Now check the rank for Polar Invasion.
for polar invasion. Okay.
Yes. Now you want to tell me all these nations in top 50 are stronger than the nations of 600 and 700 and 800?
Okay, so this I guess we got to explain why these top people are staying at the top. Okay, so before any of us were able to play Polar Invasion, had, I think, like, what, maybe 100 nations that were able to play it as a test. Well, these rankings carry on and carry on from last season, the season before. So all these guys here um, are literally from a season that we were not even able to participate in.
So
No, Woody,
for
Woody,
polar
what I
invasion, you're saying
think,
it's from everyone.
because all the nations stop spending in these events.
Doubtful. And here's the reason why I think the people did not stop spending is because that skin.
This is one nation. One nation.
Well, what I'm
See
saying.
the remaining. All 900 and 1,000 nations.
Well, yeah, they were all. Well,
spending.
They didn't stop spending. They are spending.
No, they are spending.
Okay, yeah.
Mr. Woody, do you hear me?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna to sleep. I wanna say nice to meet you and nice to meet you guys. And I'm just trying to make some fun when I'm asking you about the future wife and all of this.
Okay.
And yeah, you know that. And good night, sweet dreams, guys, and see you later.
Mr. Nobody, you have a good day, and thanks for joining. Thanks for joining.
Welcome, bro. And really, I'm happy to meet you. You're a good man. Yeah,
Thank
a
you.
famous content creator. You're famous more than Justin Bieber, bro. Have a
No,
sweet dreams.
oh my God. Thanks, man. Thanks.
From
I
now on, everyone we call Woody JB. That's his new name.
no. I'm Woody, and I'm Woody and Woody only. The YouTube chat, I failed to actually read it, but there's plenty of people. I have this one guy actually asking why I never joined Iron Blood. They think that I'm scared of multiple players. Um, Here's the thing, guys. Iron Blood is way too close to Void, way too close to GC, and I'd rather save what I have for Void or GC. Um, some
Also, it falls the times when Woody's working.
Exactly. I'm working. You guys got to realize I work 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts. The only reason I got off today and I'm here is because they canceled my overtime for today. I would be at work right now. So
He's got to work the corner to feed Camel, guys. So you got to let him work the corner.
exactly, I gotta work to feed Camel. I gotta
So
work.
back to Polar Invasion, Wadi.
Okay.
Now the reason it's because of not some nations start this event and some because 693 it's in the top, but where are the remaining 700 and 800 nations?
Well,
You will find hardly. Yeah,
693 was but 693 was in that testing period. They were
okay.
Hey,
And
Woody.
okay.
Woody,
What about
the
700
test
and
season
800?
didn't carry over. We were in the test period too. The rankings didn't carry over from the first test season.
then I was told by Camel that it did, and that's why we're not anywhere near up on top.
Have you played the first season?
No, I didn't play first season. I got second
I'm on
season.
season 3 of Polar for our nation.
Yeah, we're
Is
right.
this, you know, this event, does it show
This is the
everyone or
second
just the top
season now.
100?
This is the second season now.
This is the second season for me. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Woody,
So
does this
you
show
played
the
the first
top?
season.
we had three people asking questions at the same time. I didn't understand a single one of them.
Wadi, now this is the season 2. Have you played the season 1?
Yeah, I played season 1.
So you played season 1 and now season 2.
Correct.
Okay, what is your alliance?
Way down here, 163rd place.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Yeah, this is my question. Why most of the nations of 600, 700, 800, not even in top 50 or top 20?
Well, the top people are the ones that are spending. That's the
Yes.
answer.
Oh,
The ones that are
Yeah.
not spending are not there.
Well, not to mention these top players. Excuse me. These top people up there, they're playing other 1,000 nations. Where I'm playing nation 52, nation 30. So those points are not going to be the same as you guys. Where the like the 1100s and 1000s, they can just have one whale walk over everyone. That's it. No, we're
No,
playing.
okay, you are playing, Woody, you are playing versus nation 30. I'm playing nation versus nation 400 and 500, and I'm 900.
Okay, so you got a 400 dip drop. I got a 700 dip drop. There's a big difference.
A struggle.
The struggle is real.
I mean, it depends on the alliance that you face. Like,
Yeah.
you can face any nation and be a shit alliance
You,
still.
you've got to understand the newer nations are going to have, a couple of whales. Older nations, you've got to understand, majority of the older nations that we play in, most of the people are 40s and 41s. You can't kill 40s and 41s as easy as, a 40 hitting a 36 or a
Facts.
35 with all these newer nations. So that's where the points are, because these guys are, sending 5 fleets or whatever, multiple fleets at 5 different bases
3 fleets.
and winning without their titans. We have to send our titans and our warplane to one, come back, hit another. So, that's where the points difference is. It's these whales in newer nations that are, they can win the whole checkered board on their own. they want.
Yes, and the other reason is most of the players in old nation they stop spending.
Yeah, but no, but there's always but then there's the people that are max. There's also people that are fed up with the game. You've got to understand. We've been playing this game, and I speak for myself. I would say I'm an older player. I've been here since the beginning. I've been playing for 5 years. Dude, you gotta
Yes.
understand that it comes to a point where, there are certain shit that, I know we bend over and we take it up the ass from fucking Camel, but, we all have our own rules. Like Woody said something the other day, we have a limit. When we get to that part, we'll be
This
like,
is what
fuck
I
off,
want Kamel to ask. Do they have to search for this? Why most of the players in old nations stop spending?
Okay,
When you are increasing,
It's many factors,
when you are
dude. It's
bringing
many
me
factors.
5,
It's
6
like
events in a week, how are I supposed to play these events? How?
That's.
But remember, but you've also got to understand the newer nations have fresh blood. The newer nations have new people. More people are excited. They're hungry. They want to win events. Like, when you've been playing this game for 5 years, the motivation on it disappears. And then, we all go back to real life. We have real life jobs. After COVID, a lot of people left the game because, real life happened. Whereas, all these new people that are coming in, the excitement's there in the beginning. Remember, when you first got this game, you didn't want to put your phone down. You wanted to play 24/7. Even if you had work, you'd fucking sneak away and play. That's what these new people are doing. The older guys are, we base the game, we base our jobs and our lives around the game now. With the new guys, it's the flip side. They're basing their game around their jobs.
It's true, and it is true. Like I've been playing for 4.5 years. Started in 390, and I played in a couple different nations before. And I'm nowhere near, except for on Void. Except for Void, I'll admit that. I'm nowhere near as active now as I was when I first started playing the game. Like when I first started playing the game,
When I quit and came back, I was more active.
well, I'll admit that I'm more active since I moved to 736. Um, than I was during that period where I'm like, I'll just log in for once a day or twice a day, kind of gig. But like, remember when you first started playing the game? It was like Goat said, you couldn't put the phone down, no matter what. You're always looking at stuff. You're looking at things to buy.
I agree. But again, now, like for me, I'm spending a lot. I'm in the new nation. You can consider like 1 year now. I'm playing this game.
Right.
Okay, but everyone has a limit.
Yeah.
When you are bringing me 6, 7 events in a week, how I will bring speeds, gold, and try to beat other nations? This way, you will let me stop spending intentionally now in events.
Okay.
This is the thing. Camel don't give a shit.
You are not going to push me to spend more. No, you are going to stop me from spending now.
Oh, Professor, let me tell you something. The good thing about your nation and all these newer nations is that you guys can actually listen into a lot of these YouTubers and learn the game and not make mistakes, right? Or very limited in mistakes. Us older nations that like 300s and below, there was no YouTubers, there was no guidance on how to play the game. There was no guides or anything out there, so they fucked up and had to spend again to rebuild it, what they messed up on, over and over and over again. So at that point, imagine what you spent on your city and to where you're at right now. Now imagine those old nations that had no guidance on how to play the game. They probably spent 3 times as much trying to fix the city that they messed up because they had no clue what they were doing.
Don't call me out like that.
I'm not saying you.
I mean that's not really true because a lot of the more expensive stuff came later, like at least a few years in, like Titans,
Yeah,
planes.
I think after uranium came in, that's when it became expensive.
The game was a lot cheaper at the start.
Yeah.
And what's funny is
you
that
only
this...
had C30 and then C35.
And all you new fuckers will never understand the graph we had to go through for zombie event. Okay, fucking eyes falling asleep, trying to
What,
keep
you mean
it
the
fucking
flag?
open. No, I'm talking about fucking auto kill. Before auto kill,
oh my god,
the graph we went through. Yeah, you guys will never understand that struggle. Okay, now you got it easy. Spend $5 and put auto kill on and go to sleep. We never had that. We had to fucking be up all night trying to fight another fucking guy
Yeah, you
going
do.
for the same zombie as well.
Yeah, you had to do one of these things. Oh, there's a zombie! Hurry up, kill it! And someone else is speeding in there.
And
Fucker!
the worst part of it is the void before the kill event, the 3-day kill event. You basically pretty much zero yourself for the blue box because everyone used to get the blue box and everyone wanted it. And then when it comes to zombie event, you have one fucking fleet. You don't have multiple fleets. You're using that one fleet to fucking be rank 1 as well.
I missed those 3-day kill events. I fucking miss them.
Man.
I think when I
Right.
first started, it happened like 6 times, and then it was done. And
Yeah, we had it over and over again, man. It was amazing.
you know how many people died? Like, I
Yep.
mean, died over and over again. Many.
This is what all these newer nations have missed. That was when it was pure fun and enjoyment, and then all that disappeared. We got stuck in a shit fucking game.
Remember?
Who has the biggest fucking wallet?
Remember when the highest city was, I think, 35 or 30? Yeah, 35 was the highest that you can go.
Yeah.
And then 38 came away, and everyone's going to 38. And oh my god, the difference. Now when they drop 41, you see people going to 41 within 3 months. Like sometimes
People go into a new nation and they're like fucking 41, and everyone else is like a fucking 26.
Dude, there's a couple 41s already in like 1150. Like they've only got we're less than 1200, and there's already like 1150 right around that area, give or take a few.
One of the biggest advice I would give to any whale joining a newer nation is, dude, please go into the nation, spend at least about 2-3 weeks just watching.
Yeah.
Before you drop anything, because all you're doing is you're speeding, to become the big guy swinging the dick. But after a couple of months, when no one's contributing, no one's helping you, you get stuck with the nation, you want to fucking kill everyone. It's your fault. Go in, spend 2-3 weeks, see who's there, see who's spending. You're gonna beat them. Let them go first. Actually, I would let them go first. I would let them be, 1, 2, 3, and then and then just come in and throw your wallet around and beat them.
Well,
and then you've got quite a lot of spenders and fighters that are gonna help you out.
So I found spenders whales, they don't really start spending right off the bat until something inside their nation happens, and then they do the okay, bitch. Now I'm gonna fuck you up. Like for instance, Ram.
No, but then you've got people who have this ego thing. But Ram is different. He's cut from a different cloth. But
Right,
then you've got others who are just ego. Oh, I want to go in. I'll be number 1 from the beginning.
Well, not necessarily, because like I will use Ram as an example, and I'll use TOPMAN as well. They both told me they never spent a single penny in the game until they had a civil war. Once they had a civil war, is when they started really going balls to the wall, and they didn't stop. But like what you were saying, for these newer players that are going, that let's say you're going to be able, if you want to become the top guy, you have the financial stability to do it. Like you said, sit back, watch the nation, and see if there are a bunch of farmers. If every single person in your alliance has 10, 15, 20 farms, you might really think about if you're going to really start spending in your nation, because
My honest advice would be anyone new joining a new nation who's a big spender, don't go look at the older world. Look at which alliances are good, because these are people who've spent time recruiting people, bringing people together from other nations. Go and join them, and you won't even have to start from scratch.
It's true.
You will be able to get a very
Don't say it.
decent
Don't
city.
say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
And I'm not saying it. I'm saying you'll be able to get a very decent city and play.
you know where I was going with that. But anyway,
Yeah, fine.
For us, the reason was GC, not any civil war. It's for GC. Plus, we have another Discord channel for 900 nations, and also few from 800 nations. So when we are having this special Discord for us, the challenge between the nations is coming very high. This is why even you will be surprised, like 904, 914, 910. These people, they start spending in the last 3 months after they join this Discord channel because of the challenge between the nations in GC and Void also.
Well, that also can do it. I do got a question from in the YouTube chat from Demoted B. Demoted, the question you have about what happened to Jimmy, I cannot answer that. I apologize. It's been more and more people that has asked me that same exact question. But if you want an answer to that, you'd have to talk to Jimmy personally. I can't answer that one. Uh, I know you want
I
to.
Is
don't
he
know his
talking about
name.
Jimmy Hoffa?
Yeah, he's talking about Jimmy Hoffa. I can't answer that
So
because that's.
was it true? So is it true? He left?
I can't answer that. I'm sorry.
Oh, guess who's back?
Eminem.
No. Oh, I just saw a message where Hulk's back. RNG. Anyone remember Hulk?
He's been
Fucking
back a
mega
bit.
spender.
I
He
Been
used to
back.
fucking run. He used to roll over everyone.
I do remember Hulk. Yes, a matter of fact, someone was sending me screenshots. I'm not gonna say their name. Hulk straight up, Hulk smashing, Hulk
Yeah,
smashing people.
that guy, man, used to. I remember he used to fucking speed there, speed back, fucking send fleets. Didn't give a shit if he lost. Send another fleet. He didn't give he lost. He was fucking crazy.
He didn't care.
Bob, listen,
Hey,
man.
What was that?
hey, Woody, can I say something?
Yeah.
So back on that subject, you guys were just talking about like you're trying to figure out figure out your nation and whatnot. So we never really had a whale. We might have had one in the beginning. He left, and then what happened was we came across players that they didn't really know what they were exactly doing or how to spend. And then once they came to our alliance, we taught them, and they kind of blew up. So sometimes you really don't know your nation until you really start going out there and recruiting guys and teaching them how to spend, how to build their city. It's not always a loss just because you don't have a whale or a couple big spenders.
Right.
Because we're
Oh
pretty
no,
successful
100%.
and we have no big spenders.
Look.
100%, dude. This is a team game. This is not a one whale game. This is a team game, and you're 100% right. You have to teach people. You have to take them under your wings. Some people actually do spend and get annoyed that spend. Like I remember, I took a guy under my wing in the 500 nation. He was basically buying everything, and he kept fucking wondering why he kept losing. And then, I took him on and I said, look, show me your equipment. And he had blue equipment. He had like level fucking 5 or the highest blue equipment. And I'm like, dude, this is why you're losing against someone else. So you're 100% right. You have to teach people. You have to take them under your wing. It's not a one-way game. And yeah, a nation that has players like that who know what they're doing and that group together will beat a nation that has two whales. And
Oh yeah.
that's the aim of the game. That's the aim of the game. But a lot of things come
Best
into
way,
the politics
the
of
best
that.
way, the best way to do that by making Discord channel for them and start teaching them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go into a nation, you should have your own
This is
nation.
what we did. This is what we did
I
in
think
900,
you should
923. They
have
have
your own.
their own server. Yes.
Yeah,
So
but not even
Yeah.
just your own
9
alliance.
like
Not
guys,
even not
guys,
just your own
guys,
923.
alliance.
guys, guys,
Yeah.
guys, one person at a time. Okay, so Discord is a communication. You got Viber, you got Line, you got WhatsApp. Um, Communication with the entire game is key, um, because then you can talk to other players and you can talk to other nations, talk to other alliances and stuff like that, and see if maybe your nation is your fit or if it's not your fit. But when you have Discord or you have any of those other social media uh, apps to where you can communicate with the community, yeah, I mean, you can figure out. You can, like, I don't know how to say it to where it doesn't sound mean. You can steal other players. I don't know. That's what I gotta say. You can
I
steal other
think every
players,
nation needs to have a Discord for their whole
or
nation,
or
not
or
just their alliance.
yeah, or a Vibe or a Viber or a Line, whatnot, depending on what country they're from. Discord is
No, but not like this. But Discord is better because they can share their screen and we can see their castle. We can experience live. We can play the game live also together. It's better in Discord.
Right, but there's a lot of countries out there that Discord's not allowed in, like Korea and Japan, and all those nations out there. Their Discord's not available for them. That's why they got Viber and
Yeah,
they
it's
got
available.
Line.
I have Korean, Japanese.
I'm just saying that there's a lot of countries out there that Discord's not allowed to have, so they have no way to even get into Discord to even know anything about it because it's not available for the country. There's same as like some of the games out there on Android or Apple. It's just not available for your country. So
so far we haven't seen this issue with anyone.
Trust me, there's many. There's
I think it's less of an issue of like not being able to access it, more of like a norm. So like Japan and like Korea, Discord isn't as much of like a norm. They have more use like Viber and Line and whatnot. It's like
I think most of the Asian ones is all about WeChat. If I'm honest with you, most of them would, because WeChat kind of fits into their lifestyle because they can use WeChat to pay and everything. So they kind of just use the one app, and the countries that run WeChat kind of blockade everything else because it then doesn't allow them to move from WeChat. That makes sense.
So jumping off topic, we have a question. Actually, someone saying in the YouTube chat, saying Southern Vermont Vintage says we are ready for a merger to get activity back. Just have many players at 26 to 30 at the moment, and the most free-to-play player, I think our biggest is a 34 or 35. Southern, you're a good fan, thank you. But I had to stop you right there where you're at right now. Okay, your biggest are a 34 and 35. You don't want a merger till the average of your all top 3 alliances is 34 or 35. Average. If your biggest player is 34 or 35, if you get merged with someone that's got a 38, 39, 40, 37, they're going to come into your nation and probably kill it. Because they're going to look at your nation being
We'll ban them, yes, definitely.
So you have to know, just because your top player, let's say you have a 41, okay, and they think that they're ready for merge. The top player has to realize, is my nation, not me, but is my nation ready for merger? Because, like I said, you get merged with someone that's got a 41, and people that are their average is 34, 35, they're gonna kill your nation because they think that you're all farmers and they're just gonna eliminate you. It's at that my point of view, you're not ready for it. I would just still focus on pushing your city as far as possible. The average
100%, I agree. I agree.
Did he say is he ready, or they have a merger coming?
Let me repeat we are ready.
He said he wants to merge.
Yeah, he says that we are ready for merge and to get activity back. No. I love you, but dude.
No, you guys are ready to die.
He's in the 1000s.
You guys are getting ready to be cattle.
Yeah,
you're basically getting ready to feed the wolves.
Dude, you'd be surprised how many people that are in these 1000s, 1100 nations. They're demanding merges. They are demanding it, and it's like no, don't, because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's better not to be merged and go against a merged nation in like Void than being merged and going against someone that's not merged in like Void. GC, no, merge always win that one. And the reason I say that is
yes, and another reason, Woody, if I'm going to get a merge like this nation, most of them only see 34 and 35, I'm going to burn them because I want to ask for another second merge.
I don't know the 100% formula for
they have to know the reason
mergers.
also why the C4 why the C41 will burn them also. He will burn them because he will ask for another merge.
And I don't know the exact formula for merger. There used to be a specific formula that most would follow, and it would probably be a good percentage that you'd get a merge. But now I don't know because merger nowadays it's there's no fucking formula anymore. It's
I think the formula is if you're a wingy nation, Camel will throw you to the wolves because they just want to wipe you out. And then if you're a nation where they don't like you because you talk too much, be like certain someone, they will put that nation with that nation. Easy. So job done, easy solve rather than telling, deleting people. They just put, these people with other people, let them kill them. Hey, and then those people will leave and start a new nation. Money again.
oh I
I
just
think Camel should bring back 3 nation merges because it lets you eat up some of the dead nations a little bit more easily when it's just 2 nation merge and you've got some nations out there that are just frankly going to be anchors around the necks of whoever they merge with. You can't hide them in a 3 nation merge anymore. And so it really can dramatically impact negatively a good nation or like a rising nation. You get saddled with the wrong merge partner, it can go really poorly.
well let me
So I know like people say I want to merge. What you really are saying is I want a good merge, and not all nations are a good merge.
no, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not at all. Even
Preach.
I've found that sometimes your first merger will either be really good or really bad, and then your second merger will be either really good or really bad. I haven't really seen any mergers get two bad mergers.
Oh, have you not? Do I not exist? Do
Okay,
I not exist? Have I not been here for the last
correct.
5 years?
I get. Well, I mean, I guess I stand corrected, but
In
My
my
first
first
merger.
merger, 2 of the nations had a 38, and the third nation had a 34 as its highest.
oh man.
And, the third nation, some of those players are still around, and some of them ended up blowing up when they could play with a real nation. But when you cut it down to one merger, all of a sudden you're not just killing, you don't just have the dead world that's not really growing. You've now killed another nation. I think moving to 2 nations to speed up the merger process, I don't understand the computer aspect of it, but I think it was a bad idea. I think they should go back to 3 nation mergers and
Let,
they should try and establish parity through mergers
let me
because a
a-
more competitive environment will prompt
let me
more
ask you
competition.
let me ask you a question about this and take this in consideration. When we had those three nation mergers, like you guys had three nation mergers before, right? And
It was
now,
awesome.
right, and now you guys down there that already had those three nation mergers, you guys are fighting each other over and over and over and over again. Am I right? Like,
Yeah.
for instance, 52 they fought 219. When I was back, over a year ago, they fought 219 back to back like three times in a row. So a triple merger, you're eliminating other nations that you can fight against. Versus two, where you still have a huge selection to where you can fight against and not have to repeat the same thing over and over again. Is the way I see it. But then again, you have those mergers that had four nation mergers, and those are some of these nations there. And even some of these ones in the 700s already had their third nation merger that are not locked. But
Remember, some of them don't exist. Some of them didn't happen,
yeah,
according to Camel.
I think Woody, the positive that you just identified is far outweighed by the risk of like let's call them like upper class, like not the top tier nations, but the nations that could really benefit from a merge, but a merge will make or break kind of how the quality of their nation. I think that risk that's imposed by a 2 nation merge outweighs the positive that you've identified.
I was just trying to come
I
up with
really think they do 2 nation mergers. I think they do 2 nation mergers just to balance things out. They've got a shit nation with a good nation. They'll never put two good nations together
I take
unless
that. No,
people
no,
make
no,
no-
no, no,
unless
no, no.
people
They had
unless people make noise.
they had
Unless
hold.
people make noise.
I have to cut you off on that one. 770, you got 785, two monster nations, unlocked nations, and they're a
Yeah, but
monster
dude,
nation now.
I just said to you, unless you make noise,
Oh,
and your wallet can speak for you on your behalf.
That's yeah. We have seen it happen
Not
before.
everyone, not everyone's wallets have mouths that will go. Or some of us, we have to use our own mouths. So those people are special cases. Most of the other people, it's usually
My mama
balanced
told me
out
I was
because.
special.
But
Sorry?
in that case, those we'll just call them hand-picked mergers, because that's what they're called. They start seeing really hard nations, like the really old nations. They don't stick around in the same nations around them fighting anymore. Like for instance,
Like perfect example, 52 will never merge with 30.
no.
They'll never do it. Even if the big guys asked for it, they will never do it. It would unbalance the whole world.
Well, not only that, I
I
don't think
mean,
there's enough room.
Go. Do you not remember like what 30 became? It was 4 of the top 10 elite war alliances. 4 of the top 10 all merged into 30.
Yeah.
That was the
And then
original. Like
52. Yeah.
30's not merged for like 3 years because they got 4 of the top 10 alliances at the time.
Yep.
Yeah, but
that was kind of their own dealing, though, isn't it? Yeah, but they recruited all these players, didn't they? So
Yeah,
Camel
obviously they recruited and
they
whatnot, but
sussed
like
into it. They realized, and they thought, shit, if we merge these guys with anyone, it's not gonna work.
Which room are we in, Woody?
We're in the official. Not mine.
Oh.
I guess I would say, Goat, though, to your point about like doing it for balance, I think it's actually unbalancing because the quality of your merge has such a huge, the quality of your single merge partner has such a huge impact on your nation trajectory that when you spread it out into 3 nations, you actually can achieve better parity and you can achieve, which may be counterproductive to the interests of the developers, but more longevity in the nations that emerge after the merge. And if parity is the goal, then tell some nations, hey, you're not going to get a merge. Like you're too strong already. I mean, I just think that'll cause more complaints.
Dude, we play a game where they think 130%, 1090% is a number. These are people who have invented these numbers. These are people who make this game.
Oh, you mean
so
like
when we talk about logic and being fair, you think this exists in these people's brains.
No, I
sorry.
agree with that. I mean, we're pissing into the wind with this conversation for sure.
Yeah.
I think though one aspect that Camel could do a much better job of, and this is constructive criticism, unlike some of my other comments in other forums, but they could do a better job of communicating changes and the impact of changes. And I think the recent T4 changes is an area where they really dropped the ball on explaining what exactly is the impact of that change. And if people have to rely on VIP reps who are not telling people the same thing across the board, like there just could be better dialogue. And I think they could do a better job of communicating some of these things to us.
Well,
I still think I'm
very
pissing into
clear.
the wind on that conversation too. Like we're not going to get that, but I do think it would improve. The risk for a game like this is that you make a change that's so distasteful to a large enough group of players that it starts a negative chain reaction where the player base craters. And it's happened in other games. It hasn't happened in this one, but I think that there are some changes that have been made that have turned people off, and it hasn't reached a critical mass where enough people have left that the game has like lost its player base and stopped being interesting. But I think that risk is out there, and they could mitigate that risk.
The most recent one has, hasn't it? They've obviously gone and removed that stupid mirror skill from 1600 to 1400, so that did have a very bad negative effect, and they've tried to counter it. So that did get traction. A lot of people have been boycotting BOD. So that did happen, and people just need to band together more, like we have, with these 2 recent changes. and make them listen.
I agree with that.
I think I'm gonna get a shit merge. Camel fucking probably are listening, and they fucking hate me, and they'll fucking stick me somewhere else. But I'm past that. I already made the comment that all those VIP reps should be taken to a cliff and just kicked off one by one, and just fucking have new people. Honestly, all of them are fucking useless. One told me T4 gives points. The other one told me T4 doesn't give points. Another one told me some next fucking bullshit. And it's like, you all work for the same fucking company. Do you not make notes? Like, if you don't know the answer, just say you don't know the answer.
Well, and one in-game message that gets, like you get a Chaos Lands announcement, one in-game message could have removed all uncertainty. And I think it would not require a significant amount of additional workload for them, and could end up benefiting them, the developers, to have more active communication about some of these things.
Oh no!
So like I said, it's constructive.
They will happily send out messages about malicious refreshing and send it to the whole nation. That's not a lot of work, but just to inform people. Oh no, that's too much work. Just to tell people, about the changes we're making. These guys pick and choose what they want to do.
Hey, I made a change.
And
I made a change.
Well, you're a woman now.
No, God no.
He's
God
done
no.
made the change.
No, so I made a change in one of my stats.
Really?
Yeah. So I
From
added.
what?
I
bet you $1,000 I can guess which one, and I don't know what screen we're on.
So I took a little bit of my long range HP away and switched it with reduced damage taken from mid range troops. And now I got that at 85.5.
Nice.
And I noticed a huge difference in that stat right there, going against the Lock Nation. It was literally all mid range. Huge difference. Huge.
Like you say, reduction skills.
Oh my God.
Always a first. Everyone, if you're listening, please focus on reduction skills. It's one of the best skills in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't keep focusing on attack.
Take that a step farther, though, Goat, and explain why. So most skills are additive. Reduce and increase damage skills are multiplicative. Mm-hmm. So a percentage in reduced damage brings you more value than a comparable percentage increase in an additive skill. And the only two skills that are multiplicative, are increase and decrease and reduce damage. So that's why the value there is so much higher for a comparable increase. You're getting a geometric increase.
This is exactly why we have people like you in here that can take my question and my answer and elaborate on it. Thank you.
Well, and
yeah,
Lumberg was saying something.
That's my bad.
Lumberg was saying something about at the very beginning of the battle, the multiplicative stat kicks in, and the additive stats don't kick in until after the battle is over. Like it starts kicking in after the battle starts or something like that. I can't remember what he was talking about, but can you elaborate on that part?
It maybe means like all the additive things like come together to make one like calculation, and then at the end, like the reductions and the increases balance out at the end, which is where they have more impact.
I'm still trying
to. Well, I think there's also a point there that might be slightly different.
Whose shit stats are those?
Those are mine.
Damn.
I know.
Who spit on that thing?
You said shit stats. Thanks a lot. I'm putting them away. I'm putting my guns away.
You I'm every time.
It's just a glorified farm.
I am a glorified farm. I completely agree 100%.
Yeah, just don't show up to a battle later. You'll have to recall and you'll never live it down.
What do you mean?
I have something that I have been meaning to admit to you, Woody, and that is I almost rushed into that battle with you because I thought it was K138
Mm-hmm.
and it was your SOS, and I didn't see.
Oh, thank
I
God.
didn't see your attempt to do SOS. So I was like, this guy's gonna win, and then he went from winning to losing, and I was like, I don't know if I should do. And I was scrolling through, and I finally was just like, it's his SOS, and I just didn't. I didn't join it.
Are you in the same alliance as Woody?
So
Yeah.
he
You just saved yourself from getting kicked and zeroed.
Yep.
So I got the report. Right here, and I actually play it. So I was kicking ass, right? No joke. Just fucking eating, having dinner, lunch, brunch, whatever you want to call it. Just freaking eating. And then, boom. I'm still eating.
Okay.
Not
Like
anymore.
it was right in this moment that I was like, I should show up, and then I was like, but because you didn't even say that you were SOSing, you didn't even say it. You just went in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I went in. Usually, if I'm SOSing someone, I will not show or post anything about it. You know, because as soon as you post something on it, someone's gonna fly in there.
Yeah, I'm the guy that's watching the battle report, and I'm watching the battle, going, my dude needs me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I just totally didn't do it because I was suspecting that it was your SOS, and I'm glad that I waited.
It would have been amazing if you just sent a bloody bike.
Yeah.
just a bike.
Just a bike.
I had someone done that to me. The fucking
Yeah, I was trying
crying.
to not mess up because I was just a guest. I was just a guest.
I would have been. You realize I would have been really pissed off. I'd have been like, "You
Yeah, I know you would have
motherfucker!"
been. Yep, I know you would have. Right, and that's why I didn't do it because I was like, if he wanted help, he would say help.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I was
You would
waiting for you to
see me posting that coordinates like 2 or 3 times back to
Yeah,
back to back.
Yeah. Well, because you say it in your podcast sometimes, you're like, "Help, guys, help!" You know, like
Yeah.
I was suspecting
Oh,
you would say
here's
something.
some information for you guys. If you really hate someone in your alliance, try and bring in a second city. And when they do an SOS on a big someone, send a bite. Don't reveal to them that's your second city.
Yeah, if you want to be burned afterwards and you're
Yeah, it's a
go
second
ahead.
city. It gets burnt. It gets burnt. Who cares? You ain't gonna know who it was that done it.
Oh, I'll know. I'll know.
Yeah.
Oh, they fucking
You know
started
why
sending.
I say that? Because it's happened to me. So
Woody, how is
send a
Kay?
bite.
What?
How is Kay doing?
Kay's doing much better. He's doing much better. He's been focusing. Now that he's a 41 and he's got those cannons, he's been focusing on his stats.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, but
I've got a question
I
for you.
still think my assessment though is that he's attacking things like he's a true big, and he just needs to be really careful because he's not a true big yet. Like he was attacking 722. The main he was attacking ALM like he was Woody, and he was just eating it. He was just having some really tough attacks, and so I think. And he was attacking like smaller cities, but it was those bigger cities that were reinforcing it that was making him just lose his ass, you know.
Yeah, that's.
So I think
it's not so that comes with difficulty. Like he used to be the void tyrant in his nation before merge at all times, you know.
Yeah.
So I get, coming into a merger with a player that like me, that's going to fucking send, and he's gonna fucking eat. It's hard to compete against, and in these
So
newer nations.
why don't you share then?
What's that?
Why don't you share and let him be number one sometimes? Why are you being selfish?
Honestly, I actually told everyone I'm going to be sitting out next Frenzy and next Void. I actually straight up told everyone I'm going to sit out next Frenzy and Void.
Selfish. You're so selfish.
Well, a true big does do that. I bet you he does. I bet you Woody does do that.
Yeah, I'll
what I'm trying to say.
He's selfish.
No.
What I'm trying to say though is that he's not quite at a place where his stats are at a level where he can do the things that he's going to do. He's still biting off more than he should chew. But I'm telling you, that guy has the mind for it, but he's just He's just biting off a lot.
He's
and I think he is. I think he's trying to compete with you, and he needs to try to stop doing that until he gets your stat.
I agree. I agree 100% with you on that. I did notice it a little bit, but he's pushing. Like I have seen, he used to never 5 fleet, and now he's doing 5 fleets because he sees me doing it. But with that being said, I've only went up against him twice in Frenzy before, so I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate or not. Sorry, I had to mute this person. I think he's doing dishes. Jeez. But I think he has a lot of potential. He's learning. He's taking in from the stuff that not only does he see in the videos and the things that I do, to where when he does become like a whale player, next level whale player, he'll be able to take that stuff that he's learning into it and really be able to walk over a lot of people. What do you guys think? But right now, I think he's pushing the label a little bit too far.
I think you just got to play. You got to play to your limit. If there's a big guy above you, you ain't gonna beat him. Just play to what you can. You just got to admit defeat. Unfortunately.
Well, the same thing for me. I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I'm not capable of. We had this one guy who says, "Oh, he's got 150 million BP. Woody, you can take him." I'm like, no, I can't. Oh, you can do it by yourself. Just hit him a couple times. You realize I hit some of 150 million BP? You realize that first hit's a 100-day heal. That second hit's a 300-day. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Do you have a lot of heals with you?
I went through like 300 heals last. I can't hear myself think. Who is that? I think it's this guy. Yep, that was him. That was a guy. Went through like 300 heals. Let's see how many I have left now. I got 120-day heals, so I'm running low.
Do you have Brave Star breakthrough, Max?
No. Oh, the breakthrough? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
You should probably make use of that. In my humble opinion.
Well, I don't. I heal everything.
At least on your but at least on your SOS. Like you don't even need him leveled up for your SOS. Like he could have easily just saved you like 10 days of healing just
but then I
by
can't
switching him in.
I can't send the actual full fleet then, unless I switch out real quick, which I'm.
It takes 2 seconds, and you're SOSing
What do you mean hang on? What do you mean, Woody? You can't send the whole fleet?
He means like he can't send multiple
Morgan.
fleets. Like,
yeah.
With the full
unless I switch out real quick, and I know you say it takes 2 seconds, but as a person that's recording stuff, switching out like that, I want to get to the.
For the SOS man, at least, like.
Dude, you send in Morgan. You send in Morgan. You can change it at any point before the battle finishes.
He knows.
To Brave Star.
I'm
saying he can't.
Days.
Like go. He wants to 5 fleet people, and he wants to like make sure he's recording and whatnot. Like he's.
Yeah, but you can 5 fleet and still switch.
You can.
I do it.
It just adds more time.
Well,
this is a guy who complains that he ain't got enough heals, but then he doesn't want to save himself.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I'll tell you, I'm the newest guy on the team. I'm the newest guy. I do it. All you got to do is just send it speed, and by the time the first attack is done, you switched it. It's the same amount of speed. If you just one fleet it, the other 4 are waiting. So if you one fleet it, that battle that's already in there, it's already going on. So you should be able to do what you need to do with no issues, and then switch over.
I know you're right.
Well,
I know you're right.
JB is just lazy, so
Honestly, I am just lazy. That's
but at the very minimum, man, for the SOS, like you're watching that battle for like 30 seconds, and you could have just taken 2 seconds to save you 10 days of heals.
You're right on that. No, you are right.
Considering you've only got 100 days, you might as well.
And I know you're right on that. I know.
If you want to be lazy, just switch out. Get the expansions on because your stats are good enough that you'll beat most situations. and just switch it and where you want to be super super lazy, and make it so that way
You
Brave
know that
Star has expansion.
Nah, that's too much.
No,
Why not?
That's crazy.
He's at that level. What else is he going to do with it? He's already
I
maxed
mean,
on
yeah.
most things.
I mean, if he's really maxed on every single officer skill, then
No, I'm
fair
not
enough.
maxing every single officer skill. I mean, I got some things to go through. You know,
Yeah, but
Did
I'm
you
just
manage?
thinking about
Did you manage to finish
imagine
Eric?
what's that?
imagine like
Did you
80%
manage
of
to
the
finish
people
your
he
Eric?
plays.
No, I'm still working on my Eric. I stopped in Eric and jumped to Selena.
Because he only needs to do that to like save a bit on healing time, but obviously he can do a lot of other stuff first.
Just think about how much that quantify what that would save you over the course of the year. What you could do with your city without it.
Yeah, but he's gonna have less troops on every attack, so he's gonna be losing more on each attack as well. So it's sort of like
Yeah,
Would he
balances
though?
out.
yeah, but dude, you gotta realize,
Yeah, if he's got less troops, he's
yeah,
gonna lose more.
and I'm
Kill
hitting.
less.
I'm not hitting 30. Well, am hitting 34s, but I'm going after like 41s and stuff like that. So the troop count is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a huge.
I mean,
deal.
I agree with you. I'm not talking about you in every. I'm not talking about in every situation.
Oh.
I'm talking about like let's talk about like if you're hitting the main alliance that you know is loaded up with the C41s and the C40s. Well, then by all means, do what you got to do to get your extension and get your big dong out, right? But if you're hitting like one of the small towers, or if you're hitting one of the small things in Frenzy or in Void or Chaos Land or whatever, like all you got to do is just go into.
Yeah, I can see that in like non-loss events more.
Yeah, like what's it called? Battle blood,
Iron Blood,
whatever it's called, Iron Blood. Okay, so like you can boost up your fleet expansion anyways in the first place. Rock out Brave Star, take a look at who your competition is, and just hit that little radar thing and say, okay, well, this is who my competition is, and then just be like, this guy is gonna eat shit, and then just basically rock Brave Star the entire time.
I mean, I understand that. I understand exactly what you're saying, but Iron Blood, I really don't do. For one, and I'll tell you why I don't do it. Is there everyone that I'm always up against? They got like 3 mega whales, and they like to tag team me left and right.
Yeah.
Like they find me and they all port to me and they all send 100% troops.
Dude,
So
that's exactly what I had to do against AOM and
so-
Global Conquest. I had to have I literally had to have Brave Star on the entire time because they were just tagging me. There was like four of them that were tagging me. All they would do is just find me, circle me. I think I used like 70 teleports in the preliminaries of the first round of Global Conquest.
So I mean,
because
now that when that's happening to you over and over and over again,
yeah,
why bother? Why bother? You go in there, use your fleet, use your troops, and log back out.
They were telling me that they were going to eliminate us in the first round, and I was not going to let them. And they didn't eliminate us. Well, now we're playing POW in round 2. So
Woody, how many heals do you use in a normal GC round?
None. Maybe if
then
anything,
you don't need to worry about Brave Star for GC. But
Yeah.
that is one place where if you're using up a lot of heals.
The only time I ever got
Brave
the only time I ever got to use a heal in GC is like if I'm in the finals and I'm up against Beast or Vegas or Ronaldo. That's which one's gonna come next. Which we already know who's gonna win that one. that's hands down easy. People say I'm a max
Right,
account.
and in
No,
that situation, you're gonna want your full fleet.
Yeah, full fleet,
Okay.
everything I possibly can get, and keep Brave Star out of it because it's that account is literally maxed. People say I'm maxed. No, I'm not maxed. That account is maxed, 100% maxed.
I think depending on how much heals you use, it also depends on how much BP you have. You know, if you've got
He's got 800. He's got 800 million BP. I have 300.
Are you talking about Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but with Ronaldo, there's no point even trying to compete.
Exactly.
The guy will
There's no point even showing up.
He will heal, even if you took half of it. He'll just heal.
Yeah. It's not even worth trying.
Like 693 is merging with 722, right?
I'm not. They better not. Oh my god.
Well,
not after this void happens. I will get bent over. They would be like, we gotta kill Woody.
Who's in 722?
The nation I just voided with.
And that was the reason why I was a guest person there.
Yeah.
And I'm from 725, and I went there because I was like, Woody, I need to help. I want to help kill these guys. I just had to, because I hate the Lock Nation with what they're doing with, like, we were talking about sitting here trying to go back to 2 merger nations, or like 2 merges, and balancing out the game and everything else. Well, all these Lock Nations have like 4 or 5 merges in the same globe, when there's other people that haven't even had a single merge, or 2, they'll have like 1 merge or something.
Dude, 555's got what, 19? What was it? 19 nations put together. I think that was the number we came up with.
Wait.
457 had 9 nations in one
to,
before our first merge.
That's
Code, I have
going
a
back to
question for
how
you.
dead these nations are, though. Remember, these Lock Nations, majority of Lock Nations are in civil war. They're killing each other.
Well, I mean, 722, they weren't killing each other at all.
But that's because they've got a big guy who can fucking tell them to shut the fuck up.
Well, to a point.
When you have rules and regulations, things work. Most of these Lock Nations, it's an ego battle because the Koreans don't like the Japanese and the Japanese don't like the fucking Chinese, and that's why they're fighting, because they can't get along.
Well, that goes back to like real life shit, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you bring real life shit into a game,
yeah, and that happens a lot. I see it in my freaking nation. Whenever there's like a global conquest or even a void, they always post something that's like, that is totally irrelevant of this game. Why would you even post that? Like, your real life enemy is on the other side. Why? And then you want someone else to step in and defend you. Like, why? Why would you post a political thing inside
the whole
of a
point
game?
is stupid. Like you play this game to escape real life and just
Yeah.
have a couple hours of fun, and then you first of all you go and post some dumb shit like that. That then means you single yourself out to side of the fence you sit on. Other people then realize that you sit on that side of the fence. Then they target you.
Yep.
And then you fucking cry why people are targeting you. Well, why did you reveal that you sit on that side of the fence? There's always going to be another guy on the other side of the fence.
Always.
Take real life shit out of it, man. Just play the game. Enjoy the game.
I've tried telling the players over and over again, leave the real life stuff out of the game. If it's political, leave it out of there. Don't ever, if it's religious, leave it out of there. Don't ever bring it up. If it's financially something, don't ever post it inside a game. People will find an advantage to come back somehow if you post some kind of financially thing inside a game. They will figure out how to get to you in real life.
Dude, I've got this one guy who's in my nation now who's figured out where I'm from. And I get a lot of racist rap. And see, I block him, whatever, but man, he just comes up with racism after racism after racism. I'm just like, seriously, like, what kind of fucking loser are you? Seriously. But you're gonna get it everywhere. So you play the game, you keep real life out of it. But there's always, there's only so much. 'Cause, you get to know people. You talk in alliance chat. You talk about things. Someone will see it and feed it to someone else, or let's say someone in alliance who didn't follow the rules, and you them out, which I tend to do a lot. Then then they're not happy, and they go to the rival alliance, and then they use all the shit that you've told them over the course of the last 6 to 8 months, and they use it against you.
No, they definitely use it against you. I've seen that happen many times to me as well. But as long as, like, for say, if they're in your nation, you teach them stuff, and if they use it against you, as long as what they're taking, what you teach them, and they're putting into the game, I mean, it's a plus, right? Like, come void wise, they're using the knowledge that you gave them, and it's helping out in void. Obviously, you can tell. Obviously, you can tell I'm a void nation.
Code, I have a question for you at your BP level. What is your opinion about the trend in a lot of the newer events limiting you to 2 million troops?
So, with my BP level, it's only good for Frenzy and good for GC, good
Chaos
for
Land.
Void, Chaos Land, and that's probably about it. EW, it's good for it too because I don't need to really heal my troops. I can just go back and hit that same freaking button again without healing, and there'll be the same amount of troops as I had the last time. But it's a waste for Iron Blood. It's a waste for DLD. It's a waste for Triangle War. It's it's a void thing, nation versus nation kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm curious how the older nations, though. I mean, I'm talking about the really older nations, like in the 100s. How do you guys feel about it? Because
Which
I
was
don't
that?
know.
The BP level.
No, about the troop limit being implemented in a lot of the newer events.
He's
Oh,
talking about the
it's awful.
C4s.
It's awful.
Oh, you're talking about
No,
the
I'm
FIFA.
talking about the 2 million troop
Like 2
max
million,
in
like
events like
Iron
Iron
Blood.
Blood, Polar,
It
that sort
doesn't.
of thing.
I'll be honest with you. You ask any of the OGs that we're from the late. We don't give a shit about those events. We generally don't.
That's true.
We
There
play.
there are
We play
some
for
there are
vote.
some I've seen give a shit about it. Like I forget who that got, who what nation it was or alliance it was. They went against 385 Day, and they really gave a shit because that one guy was using
Oh,
gold.
113 that was.
Yeah, he just
Yeah, there's a few individuals in like
Who did
nations like
what,
that.
sorry?
this guy.
113. What's his name? The grandpa guy.
Yeah, the grandpa guy.
Oh, you're talking about. I forgot his name now.
Yeah, I forgot his name as well. But he's the guy with the cigar and like he really
Yeah,
spends a shit
yeah.
ton.
He spent.
Morrow.
I watched him because Barry was live. Well,
Are
not
you
live on
are
his
you talking
channel.
about DoD? Are you talking about DoD?
This was Triangle
Yeah,
War.
so triangle. Which one
Yeah,
was
so
Oh, just so you guys know. 113, play Triangle and DoD all the time, and they go for the win because their nation is fucked up in the sense of void. They can try and attempt to win, but they get sabotaged. Frenzy sabotaged. So you got to understand. You know how nations pick and choose what events they want to play.
yeah.
They void and dual dominance and DoD and Triangle, the two events they can play without any outside interference, which is why they play it and they enjoy it and they'll do everything in their powers to win it. That's just what they've chosen to play and do. That's why whenever you come up against them, if you're not strong, you're not winning it. We've faced them so many times, and sometimes we face them so early in the rounds. We're like, fuck's sake, like we ain't even gonna get past these guys. There's no point. We can, but we're not gonna throw in fucking ridiculous amounts. When we're playing other events. So yeah, they cut it short. They play DoD like their life depends on it.
Okay, so from what I gathered, what you said right there is they can't win Void, they can't win Frenzy or GC, so they go real heavy on one that they know they can win.
Yeah, because there's no outside interference. There's no people to sabotage. There's no people going to pop a shield and,
Gotcha.
give points at the last minute. Because remember, you can work hard and try and get a win. And, if there's a guy who's so butthurt, in the last 10 minutes, he'll just pop his shield and, all that time and effort and money spent goes to waste. Because to be honest, with anyone, all of us, we spend all that time the whole day trying to win. And, we kind of pretty much zero ourselves or we spend all that gold and then you don't win, it hurts. Or like if you're going for, let's say, rank one, Void Tyrant, and you pretty much spared and did this and that and everything in your powers to get that rank one, and then some dude comes along right there and then does an SOS on a city and beats you. You feel a bit shitty about it. Oh man, at least I could have got rank one.
I so we had DOD, right? And I'm still trying to understand. I gotta find this damn report in DOD, but I'm trying to understand how the hell I lost this in a single hit. I couldn't believe it because we went up against them. I think this, no, that's not it. I went up against one guy. Was it 7-9? This one right here. So no, that's the one he hit me. But his stats are nowhere near where mine are. Nowhere fucking near. And he won. And when I hit him,
Isn't it that reflective thing that we spoke about last time? Was it that?
no, this is the one right here. Okay. I hit. No, that's the wrong one again. Sorry. Attacking failed. That's the one. How the fudge biscuits did he win this one?
Play the report.
All right. So these are my stats.
Blow it up, Lee. I can't see. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm
Sorry.
old.
Sorry. There. Okay.
Right, so you're at what?
Melee HP
1795.
Yeah, and
And
16.
your attack 60. Alright, just under 1700. Okay.
Okay, and then my reduction 85.5 on both, pretty much all of them, all the main ones, right? But in his stats, 1715 melee HP, 1636 long range, only 55.5 on reduction, 64. It doesn't make sense.
Is the Titans and Warplanes better than yours?
Zombies.
His zombies are. I have. Okay, so I got what? 43, 44, Titans 49, planes.
Okay, so you killed 36.
So
and you killed 138. So zombies.
Yeah, but my zombies. Let's see what his zombies. No, his zombie attack is only 1279.
Yeah, but how many did he kill and how many did you kill?
Okay, he killed 138. All right. I killed 36.
There you go.
Yeah, but that doesn't make
it's
sense.
The buff, man.
They're
what
something's going.
This buff?
That buff is completely like just ridiculous. Like if you watch the battle, it makes him just do like 1 billion damage. Like it's such a strong defense buff. Like you'll see.
He's already wiped you out.
Yeah, but he did the same thing, attacking too. But I went up against the same exact guy last
you didn't
season.
have a buff on defense, like, and you almost beat him.
No, I didn't have a buff. You're right.
Dude, if you play the report, look, within the first 5 seconds, you have nothing left. You have nothing left apart from your cannons and zombies.
It makes
the defense buff is like ridiculous.
Yeah, but he did the exact same thing on the attack buff.
Yeah, did you have a defense buff?
You had no buff. If you had
have
that buff, you would have destroyed him. I'm telling you, you would have destroyed him. Like that buff is just like ridiculous. It only lasts for the first like 10 seconds or whatever, and then makes you weaker. But like you almost beat him without a buff, and he had a buff. It's just like the defense buff is so strong.
I was mind boggled, but at the same time, when I seen this, I was like, "Sweet! I don't gotta go against Vegas." I'm not even gonna lie. I was kind of relieved.
I mean, that guy was still strong.
Yeah.
Can you repeat it again? Repeat it again from the beginning.
Well, this one or the one he lost?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's using iron. He's using iron skills or not?
This is him attacking me, and I got my
Even.
I have Aeon on, and he does not.
Huh.
He doesn't even have his Aeon.
Yeah, but he has a buff on.
Yeah, and I don't. The only thing I got is my regular, because I wasn't gonna really spend DLD.
Like these events.
Okay,
like,
in his report in defense also is having iron.
My Aeon is there.
Yeah, but in the
yeah, but for him.
I can go to the other report.
He doesn't have Aeon.
In his defense.
The other report, or the one you hit him.
See, here you are not using any buff, so you cannot judge from here.
I don't think I used my
replay.
I don't think I used an Aeon in this one because I used it for.
Yeah, and he has it as well.
Yeah,
he was using iron.
Yeah, I was saving for Void.
I mean, that wasn't the difference.
Yeah.
The difference maker was the buff.
It was the
by
buff.
far, but
The buff plus iron also is making a difference.
I mean, it's not like massive.
Wait a minute, what are these purple squares? I've seen the green. What the fuck was that? Hold on, I gotta repeat that. Purple / pink. There's green squares, and
The
now
buff.
you got.
Fireman.
Hold on, and then you got the pink / purple squares right after it. Right. Where is it? Right there. What is that? That's new.
It must be the buff.
Is it the buff
That's
running
your
away?
buff. That's the
Okay, so
that's
yeah,
the, the buff.
that's okay. That's all around defense, and then the other one was
Yeah.
Simon. Okay, okay.
No, I think his buff should have run out earlier. It's only like first
No,
10
I think that
seconds.
was your buff. You was attacking him. That was your purple buff skill.
Yeah, but it
Because
like
you're
appeared
attacking
on.
him.
Yeah, but it appeared on stuff that wasn't long range. He has like long range kill, no.
Is that a long range one?
Yeah, I did a long range kill. We'll rewatch it.
But he's only got cannons and shield.
But it's funny, like the buff made his Titan laser literally one shot your female. Like it's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
That's why I just hate like these events. Just these items are all just ridiculous.
This is why these events are shitty and these buffs are just don't make sense.
Also check his formation. Also check his formation.
I mean, his formation was not the
Literally.
not the best, but
it doesn't matter. It's just
yeah.
Well, to be honest, he has 183 bloody Axemen, so that is
183. Yeah.
Hey, what he push play again on it?
How many did you have?
It's your formation.
No, it's.
You see how you killed your female? Once you lost your female, it was over. The formation, your formation allowed him to shoot your female and kill her quick.
He should not be dying to one laser. Like it's because of the buffs.
Pure formation. That's why you lost that battle.
No, that is bullshit. That's complete bullshit.
It happened to me in GC too, or not in GC, but in Dodd.
It's the item.
And I smoked the guy in uranium mines without even trying. And once I figured
Look
it
at
out,
the bar. Look at the bar before the female's even dead. The bar's literally flying to the left before the female's even dead. It's not.
Well,
it's the item.
It's the buff, but it is the formation as well. And I'm not
maybe his breakthrough levels are done with his drill masters.
That doesn't mean it's 80% the buff. I'm telling you. The buff is ridiculous.
The buff and also his formation in defense was great. Was good.
Yeah, look at the bar at the top. Like it's. I don't even realize how much damage he's doing. Like he's literally shredding Woody.
Shredding me.
Woody, check his formation in attack. Did he use the same formation? No, I'm sure not.
9 seconds into it, his female is down, and you just lost every single.
But over half his troops are dead by then as well.
Yeah.
Like
then,
the female buffs
but
like
you
having
know,
like
it is the buff. It is the buff, but guys, look,
Yeah,
you
I
need to
agree.
realize. Look at the Axemen. We've spoken about the Axemen before. If you send a whole bunch of Axemen, and you send a whole bunch of tanks, they outlive.
Yeah, for defense. If you're defense, you want X-Men for sure.
You know,
Yes.
You guys are all. I think you're all
even
right.
even on attack as well.
I think
he has
These
too much.
these axe guys.
Not on attack. I disagree with attack.
No, attack.
Depends on
Woody, can you check his formation in attack?
Guys, one at a time. I can only hear one person at a time.
His formation. His formation in attack.
Chicken's trying to talk, and everyone just walks right over him.
No, it's right.
Zombies.
He used a shitload of front line, which
This is
kind of like how I always say, and I didn't follow my own thing is always have a heavy front line. Well, he had a heavier front line with formation wise, but that buff, guys, these stats aren't his real stats. Like I've been against him before, and they were like 1,300 when I went up against him before, and that was last DOD. Like, no, there's no way in 1 month the stats can jump that significantly.
And that's probably charger level as well.
21.
They charged it.
21.
Yeah, you can see by his increased damage that like he has some charge, but it's not like crazy. His increased damage is a bit higher than it should be, but it's not like massive.
Because my increased damage with no we didn't charge at all. It's only 75.5. I'm still trying to figure out where I can find the other 15% for that one.
15%.
Yeah, get that to 85.5.
Okay, I don't think you
Okay, Woody, your defense report. I want to see his formation and play the video again.
The other one, Woody.
The other one.
Trying to figure out which one I just showed. Okay.
You showed the one where you attack, so he wants to
Yeah,
see the
this
one
one.
where you
Yeah.
defend.
Check his formation now.
Yeah, completely.
He didn't use the
Completely
X-Men.
different. Yeah, he completely different.
Yes. Now open the video.
This one was actually closer because he only had 9,000 left.
But okay, but your female Titan was destroyed in 2 seconds, like in defense. See?
Not this one, no.
Yeah.
It stays alive for a while.
He had a different
Yeah.
formation too, though.
Yes.
Hence the Titan living longer.
I'm telling you, he no matter what formation Woody had, he was losing that other battle every day.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Like you can't see it, but like the buff is just doing ridiculous.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I've had a swing of 400k troops just by formation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible sometimes with like when the
Yeah,
Titans
I
dies
can
early.
say I can say the buff 20%, 80% because of formation.
No, it's the
In
opposite.
the other battle that are you attacking and he's defending?
Yeah.
It's,
It's definitely the opposite. It's 80% the item. I'm telling you, Woody would always beat this guy.
Chicken, are you saying that it's the buff or the formation?
The buff. 80% of it.
I'm saying that if he stayed alive long enough using the axes and the tanks, then it allowed the zombies to attack the Titans long enough to where it killed the Titans, and it killed enough troops as well.
Isn't that kind of like how that one that we were talking about when Vegas hit me and he lost that first one is because that reflected damage.
Yeah, it's the buff.
He should have won 100%. Like
yeah, it's the buff again. It's like the buffs.
The buff killed himself.
Yeah,
because you can't see what the buff does unless you like really pay attention to like what it's doing. We analyzed that last video and you
Yeah.
can see that his cannons were just dying to the reflect.
Yeah,
that's like not something you see on paper.
That buff is just
Like that was blue buff.
another reason why I don't go ball. That's another reason why I don't go balls at all on Triangle War and DLD. Because honestly, guys, it doesn't help your city at all. I mean, at all. Like it's just a 1-day gig. You could spend what 2,500, if not more. You could spend more than that just for freaking trying to charge, and then you're spending on top of a buff, to where you can put that money into your city and get, I don't know, 10% stronger, if not.
There you go. So that answers the question from before.
That's the way I don't ever freaking. That's the way I
question
look at
before. Oh, why do we care in the 100 worlds about being limited on troops? No, because these shitty events we don't care about. We genuinely don't.
Yeah,
We've played them more times than anyone else from the newer nations. We don't actually care.
Yeah, DLD and Triangle War is for those mega spenders, or those people that are just they can't win anything
No,
else.
it's also for people who have an active, excited, new group of them. Then they'll look,
I did it. I mean, I spent a little bit of money just to get like the badges. And matter of fact, I'm so close. How many do I need?
Do these badges even make a difference?
I'm
Honestly,
10.
man,
I'm 10 away. I'm 10 away from that. I mean, let's see, 10. I can get that 99-cent one to get 10 badges to get that one. Yeah, I can. Even though it's already done and over with. People that are
You said the maximum was 55, right?
55 for Titan, yeah. No,
No, the badge
45.
levels. No, the badge levels. The badge levels. I'm
50.
talking about
50 is what I heard.
50. Fucking no, I'm not even. I'm near under the 20s.
And I'm still trying to break 20. I think I got one that's at 20.
I'm not blues. I see a lot of people on blue.
Finally got this one up to 19. Finally. That's always the last one. That's the assault badge. It's always the last one that gets the upgrade. Always.
There's a resources one there that you always end up getting.
I don't know why. These badges, if you notice, they've been giving them out left and right. every freaking.
Yeah, because people haven't been really wanting them. They were pretty much useless. No one really focused on them. In the beginning, it was all that excitement about them, and then people realized that the return you get on them is trash. So people start focusing on other, like you say, if you're going to spend, you're going to spend for something that's going to, make your city better.
Exactly.
Badges don't really do that, so people put it in other areas.
For the little percentages of it, it's like 9.6% at level 19 for LRA and MRA. I don't even know how much I've spent on DLD. I know it's a lot. I know that before I got the city, it was, I think they were at like 15. So just from 15 to 20 or even 19, that was a couple thousand. I know that.
DLD doesn't show all worlds, does it? It's only Polar Event that only shows all the worlds, right? In the ranking.
In a ranking, actually, let me double check. I think it shows only like your
Because
actual.
I'm actually number one in the rankings for DOD.
Yeah, it's going to show the actual like
I'm talking about
schedule.
I'm talking about the honor ranking.
Honor. Give me a second. Yeah, it's only going to show.
No, it's only the group.
Yeah, only that group, that scheduled group. And
See, I'm number one. We won't get past the next round.
Holbrook's in first place, and he's actually here in the stream. GG to you, Holbrook.
Dude, I'm upset. I'm number one, and we ain't gonna get past him from 255. So we're not gonna get past this round. Then the next round, I'm just thinking one of those guys are gonna take my number one space, and I lose all those badges that I could have got. You get 50 badges, no 50 chests.
And that's quite a
just
bit.
coming rank one.
Bro, the badges are so shit.
But I didn't spend much. The thing is, I didn't spend much. It was all from killing people, like literally rolling over alliances. That's how I got the ranking.
Yeah, but here's the thing when it comes to that. You walk over all these alliances on your own. You kind of don't allow anyone in your alliance to get any kind of
No. So this So this is the part. So they would attack the way we play. They attack. Whatever's left over. I'm the cleanup crew.
Gotcha.
So and then when I use the cleanup crew, I use the little the purple one where it gives 3% back. So when you're doing the cleanup crew, you're losing like 1,500 to 2,000, and then get 3% back. So I'm getting my fleet's getting bigger. And when you're the cleanup crew, you actually tend to kill more than everyone else taking attacks. And we've been doing it through all the rounds. So I didn't really spend much, or use a lot of the permits and stuff. It was just more from cleaning up.
That's a $10 attack every time.
Did I get it?
That's a $10 attack every.
Oh yeah, I
every
don't
time.
use it all the time, dude. Just when I know I need some back, I usually use the free green ones. That's what I use.
I use the blue.
The green one's quite good actually. The one with the arrows pointing upward. That's actually a good attack buff.
I like the poison one. The blue poison.
Right, the greens
poison
are
one's
just
good,
actively worse.
but the green one actually gives you quite a lot of reduction in losses. Find it. I'll show you. That one here on the right, the right one. 3 arrows.
Oh,
I think.
The defensive attack.
It's an attack buff, not a defense buff. It's an attack buff.
That's what I said. A defensive attack.
It's one of the green ones. I don't know which one it is. I can't remember. 45 power attack. That one. Yeah, 12%.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
Maybe that is. See, I use this one. That's why I'm stocked up on quite a bit of them.
I think I would make 5 copies.
What was that?
When the new one comes, I'll do 5.
I couldn't understand what he was saying. Sorry. So what you're trying to say is you say this one would be better than using the poisonous gas.
Just why I use it is cheaper, and it gives me quite a lot of low losses. But then again, you got to understand my melee is around just under 1,800.
Your melee
so it does
attack
take
or HP?
No, my melee stats HP.
Gotcha.
So you understand, it takes people,
a long
They're
time.
pretty much dead. Basically, they're hitting a brick wall. They're running into the wall and they're dead. So you know, I have quite a lot of time to kill them, and plus I'm mid range, so most of the people I come against is LR, so I already killed their back row before they've even done anything.
Hey Woody, I got a question. Sorry, I've been in and out of the live, busy. But did you guys cover that higher tier troops item in DoD yet, and exactly how it works? Because my teammate thinks it works where it adds up your entire alliance stats, and then it evens it out, and that's what you get. Which I told him I don't think so.
So the way I spoke, the way Camel words it, and the way that I've seen it happen is the stat is based on who places it, and who your enemy is. Um, and correct me if I'm wrong, and then trust me, I would rather be corrected if I'm wrong on this. But the way I interpreted it was, if you have like your low level player that places it, and you're up against a monster alliance, it's going to produce a monster stat for them to go up against. But if you're a big player and you place it, and you're not up against a monster alliance, they're actually a weak alliance, those stats are going to be super low. Correct?
Yeah,
Okay, that
it
makes
is.
sense.
Hey,
That
Woody,
makes
we
actually
just
That,
played it against 621, and it did 1,000 for us on all across.
So then your enemy is somewhat strong.
621, that's a great one.
Yeah.
And it did 1,000 again on all of them, and we placed all 10 against them.
Well,
And Bo placed them.
who placed
So
it?
that gives you an idea.
Who placed them?
Bo.
Well,
Bo Deasy.
you probably should have had your smaller guy in your alliance place it. It probably would have buffed the stats up more.
So, and you're saying the bigger the player, the lower the stat it places?
This is from what I've gathered the information from other
No,
players.
That wouldn't make any
Okay.
sense.
I know it doesn't
What
make
do
any sense, but that's
No,
just what
no, what do
the whole point of it is to get the
no, no,
lower guy
what you have
to
said
buy
in the
them.
beginning, you are
Just let me
So you're
okay,
finish.
but
saying,
So
has
I
anybody
have a
tested
the
hold on,
last
hold
thing,
on. Guys,
but the last thing,
one person at a
okay,
time.
yeah, I'll tell you. But the last thing, what you have said, anyone will add this buff, even C24 in your alliance, he will have the same percentage if you are adding the same buff also.
Well, then it's
So
going
how's
off
it
the.
determined?
So then it's going off the enemy alliance.
Can I
So the
say this?
the
Yes.
stronger the alliance, the lower the stat.
Let me so
Yeah. But
let me repeat what I first said.
yeah.
So if you're a strong alliance, right, and you're going off against a really weak alliance, that strong alliance
Yes.
places it, it's going to be a low stat. Now, if that weaker alliance places it against the stronger alliance, it's going to be a really high stat.
It didn't
Yes.
work for us, but I proved that theory wrong with the one we just did, Woody.
Man, I don't.
567
Well,
is
then we were right back. We were right back at where we started with the whole entire trying to
No,
figure
seriously,
out this.
I'm sure about it. I'm sure about it. It will add all the percentage of all other you are going to play versus X. He will add all the players in X and divide it by the number of the players. And will be the average of the percentage that you will get. Another thing,
doesn't make
yes.
sense.
This is what even VIP confirmed to me this thing. Another thing, if I will put this buff or any castle in my alliance will put the same buff, we are going to get the same percentage.
So it doesn't matter which city level places it.
Yeah, I know it's the same percentage because Bo placed one, I placed one. We both came out with the same stat.
One of this buff, and whatever I bought and whatever he bought is the same percentage.
So it's based
Right.
on an average.
But if that's the case, we fought weaker nations and we had the highest we ever got was 1,300 against weaker nations, and then we fought 621 again, great one, and they gave us only 1,000.
It will take the average, not the highest, the average of all the players.
Our average was the same amount of players each time. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
average of the enemy, not average of your alliance. Average of the enemy.
Like Bird said in the chat, they did nerf that buff mid-event. I do remember seeing.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I do remember seeing that a lot of chat about that 1600 stats
they
were
did.
changing down to like 1200 or
They did, because when I used it, it was 1600, and then the next round it went down to 1400.
Yeah, so
I went
it
from 13 to 1,000.
And then to 1,000.
yeah, I do remember seeing it. It did get nerfed. Like there was a
That
huge,
makes sense.
there was a huge pushback by the players, not only in this game but every game Camel has that they implemented that item into. Because I mean, all the other games that they have, War and Order, their Space, whatever, it's a sister, it's a mirrored game just like this. So everything that's in here is over there, just a little bit different. So they
I
got
think
a
you may be right.
huge pushback, huge pushback.
It will change. The next DoD event, these will change again.
Yeah.
Excuse me, can I say one thing? This is Z. So when I used that buff, basically it was one half of my BP. I just want to say that. Did everybody get that? Like, is it basically one half?
I
Like,
put I put a buff down in the beginning, and the stats were like 300. I'm like, what? How does
yeah,
that
but
make me?
but look at your BP though. Like when you your BP maybe it's like 15 million or some shit, and then like you look at it, like you put down the buff, and the buff is 7.5 million, like whatever. So it's half. So do you guys notice
No,
that?
that doesn't equate. That doesn't.
It's
No,
not
I didn't
half.
have that.
It's not half.
Nope.
No,
No.
I truly think it's against your enemy because I mean that's what Camel told us.
Hello, Mr. Woody.
But then they nerfed it. Like I think they may have nerfed it, Woody, like you
They
said,
did
and
they
that
did
kind
nerf
of
it. That they
everything
did
up, so
nerf
no
it.
one really knows what it is.
Hello, Mr. Woody. What's up?
How you doing, Mr. Nobody? Welcome back.
Yeah, before I'm asleep, I'm just wanted to join and ask about you. How are you and all of this? Are you good?
Good with what, the game or this?
No, no. I'm talking about you, personality. Are you good?
Yeah, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, nice to hear that. I have a question before I'm gonna sleep.
Okay.
If I'm download this game, this will allow me to have a lot of girlfriend or something like that? No.
Bro, just go to bed.
No, dude. Wow.
I can confirm that I've met people who actually met another person, and they fell in love. Like they met their other
because
half on this game.
because I'm watch a trailer of this game. In the trailer, a lot of family and a lot of children and all of this.
I think using this game, it can be. It's like any kind of game app, social media
Bro,
out there. You can use it for whatever you want to use it for, as long as the
bro,
other
I'm just
person.
kidding.
Okay. Whew.
I know
I
all
was
of
gonna
that. I'm
say,
just
man.
kidding, bro.
I was gonna say, wow, wow. I don't know how to answer
Bro,
that one.
I'm just kidding,
That's
bro. If I wanted that, I'm gonna to download Tinder. I know that, but I'm just kidding, bro.
I can imagine. I can imagine Camel making an Age of Tinder icon for just like mingling and stuff. So,
Anyway,
what do you guys think about the whole open world void? No, frenzy. We'll say frenzy. Open world frenzy.
I'm
And
What do you
gonna
mean?
I'm gonna I'm gonna to sleep, Woody, and nice to meet you too
Mr.
again.
Nova, it
Okay?
was awesome to meet you too. You have a good
Yeah.
night. I think
Thank you so much.
no problem. I think if we had an open world frenzy, I think it'd be pretty cool. I see Chicken flicking me off over that. But
No, that wasn't for you. That wasn't you.
oh,
That's a tip.
oh, but an open world frenzy. Imagine this. I mean, obviously, no troops lost. Because if they did it to where it was real troops lost, game would be over. It'd be destroyed. You'd have multiple nations going into
The
one, and
game
then
would be destroyed. We wouldn't be able to log in.
yeah. And I think that's the whole reason why it'll never happen. Because I do remember what they had a 3 nation void for 4 hours once in 709, which it was a mistake. But I personally think that they knew it was a mistake. But they're like, you know what? Well, let's let this roll and see how it goes for a couple hours. And I truly think that that's what they did. It might be possible in the future that that might come in place, but I don't think it'll be for frenzy. I think or for void. I think it'll be for frenzy. Uh, they're gonna be obviously they're gonna be adding little tiny little things into the game to keep you all as players active. To where it's not like how a console game is, where It's a straight grind and exact same thing over and over and over again to the point where you just leave. They want this game to be a longevity game, and it is 5
Yeah,
years.
the way they're going, I think more people are going to be leaving with all these too many events, man.
I agree, and you know what? The matter of fact, the YouTube chat from Hitman Nation 700 says, "Hey Woody, someone needs to tell Camel to slow down on all these events so close together. Polar and then Chaos Land 7 hours later. Um, your face and me.
Don't forget GC,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. I put it this way: I had over 1 million freaking gold before all this, and I am down to after Void and Polar Invasion. I'm down to 31,000.
And Woody still doesn't have a girlfriend from this game.
Not this game. Not this game. Not this game.
You need to go to the Philippines, Woody.
I'm not going to Philippines. It's too it's too hot there.
Too hot.
Too hot. I'm too fat.
It's
too hot. It's too hot, and I'm too fat to be going to the Philippines, guys. Sorry.
What's your word, Woody?
What's my what?
Can you your state, your server? Which number?
736.
736.
Yeah.
Unique number. Okay, my friend. I'm going to download the game tomorrow, and I will watch every stream you are going to open. Okay, and I'm support you.
I got like 300 to 400 other videos too.
I'm going to like each video I downloaded in the YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome, bro. And I swear to God, if I'm going to be billionaire, I will donation you with $1 million.
That'd be awesome.
Listen,
okay?
He's not talking about OnlyFans websites. He's talking about like YouTube videos about this game.
Are you
I'm
going to bed now?
donation him anyway. Goodbye, my
Are you going
friend.
bed now?
Goodbye,
Are you going
Mr.
to bed now?
Goodbye, Mr.
Are you going to bed now?
Thank you.
He'll be back in. Okay, he'll be back in 10 minutes to say. He'll be back in 10 minutes to say good night again.
Thank you for stopping in, Mr. Nobai. It's good to meet you.
Yeah, bro, because I cannot sleep without ask about him if he feel good or no.
I'm completely 100% good. 100% good.
All right, good night. Good night. We'll see you in 10 minutes again to come back and say good night again.
Yeah, good night. Good night, my fans. Subscribe Woody and follow him and comment him and donation him. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hey Woody, how'd you do on a Void?
Oh, we won.
Yeah, I won too.
Yeah, we had 722 and we won by 8 billion.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
We lost by 6 billion.
Damn. I'm telling you, did I not tell you how fat they were? I was like, they're so fat.
Yeah, they
like obese too. So that was.
I mean, and in all actuality, the only thing that needed to happen is just focus on SOC, and you still would have won by like 7 billion. You know what I mean? Like and minimum losses. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. So when we first started, AOB or AOM, they started going hard, and then when I hit them and used my SOS, they immediately stopped.
Yeah, morale.
They stopped, and they were. I didn't really see much activity from them from there on out.
Yeah, from that point on, they weren't really doing hardly anything. Yeah.
But they were going really hard before before I fucking did that, and they just literally stopped. I don't understand that, but they
basically saw that you woke up, so they're like, shit, he's awake. Fuck,
yeah.
Let's go.
No.
I was awake the whole night.
I'll tell you, they've hit my entire nation in the uranium mines. They've gone crazy on the uranium mines.
Really?
Like literally, like triple tap, quadruple tap. Well, everybody. And it's not just me, but it's like my alliance, all the alliances in 725. Because
it's lossless, isn't it? They don't get losses. They will attack you.
I was in second place for like a second, and then I dropped the 6th, then I dropped the 7th. But like he knows they all know my avatar. They all know who I was and who I was, like who I was representing and stuff like that. So Woody's not in their uranium mines, and so because Woody went through and just kicked the crap out of them, they're like punishing 75.
You should change your avatar.
Like all I can do is really laugh about it,
You should change your avatar to mine.
Yeah. I mean, we literally that's the games that we were playing. what I was doing is I was changing my name to other people in my alliance's name, and I was modifying my BP inside the mines, so that way all of their entire alliance was attacking my alliance, but they were only attacking me. And so what was happening is someone was switching their avatar and their name to mine, and I was switching my name and avatar to them, and I was like switching it around all the time, so that way there'd be like 4 or 5 or 6 people trying to attack one of my people in my alliance, but it was me, and so they'd all lose, and then finally they would understand who it was that they were attacking, and then the bigs would come in and clean me out, you know.
They just
And
do it. You
so,
just go to the last report, and then you'd see what is changed in the picture.
oh, I know, but they're not that smart. You
Yeah,
know what
we
I
know
mean?
that.
We have that one guy that I was talking about earlier back in the YouTube chat. Um, Joel DeLoyne says, "Enter no man's land and show what it's made of. Record a video. You stop entering Ironblood. He's afraid of Duck Beast." Okay, for one, I'm friends with Duck and Beast. So
It's cool.
Beast, they're both cool. I talk to Duck every single day, so I help him out with his, with stuff. He helps me out with stuff. So this whole throwing your whales underneath the bus right there, eventually what's gonna
Yeah.
happen is your whales is gonna see that and they're gonna start burning you for talking shit.
Yeah.
Because
Just another loser who can't play the game. Probably
well,
ain't
no,
probably ain't even past the C20.
it's
Just talking
it's
shit.
it's it's one of those things that are like I don't even know who the guy is, but they're probably a C-32 and they're throwing a whale underneath the bus, wanting to see 2 whales spend fucking thousands upon thousands of dollars while he's sitting back playing with zero money spent. We got better events to go into. If I go into Castland, I'll probably just play till my troops are dead, get the merit,
No,
walk away.
just a douchebag who doesn't want to play the game how it's supposed to be played, and he's trying to pit people against. Like you see a bunch of these idiots on Facebook as well. Oh, what are you spending money for? Oh, you're so stupid. Why are you in the game for then? It told you before you downloaded it. It's a pay to win game. Why did you
There's
download it?
like
You
tiers
numbnut.
to the game, man. There's people like, they start talking shit and then they realize, hey, you know, I shouldn't be doing that. And then I'm a whale. And then like everybody's like all friends and like they help each other in the end. And like it took me a while to realize that. So I was a fucking
Funniest
troll and an
insult.
asshole.
The funniest insult you get is, oh, using daddy's credit card or using mummy's credit card. It's always like, no, I'm using my own money.
Yeah,
Thanks.
using my own
You
card.
can't do it. It's always like, it always comes to, oh, you must be using the credit card. No, some of us deal with cash, mate. Deal with it. We pay. We don't need to use a CC. So, just because you can't, doesn't mean someone else can't. But it's always like, oh, and then, they moan about, I'm like, dude, it's too much for you.
No,
Fucking pay Farmville. It's free.
it's all about this. This is how it is up here in the 700s. And it's not like that in the 300s. The 300s, 400s, 500s. It's all about team. So in the 3, 4, and 500s, it's all about teamwork. It's all about my alliance will beat your alliance. Up here, it's about this person will beat you. Okay, cool, but I can beat you though. So that's what really matters. I don't got to worry about that guy. I can still beat you. That's what matters.
Yep.
And they don't get that. I think that's the different. It's like up here is like the Gen X people. No joke.
I had someone say to me, "Oh, next merge, we're gonna murder you." Who's we? Who's we in the next merge? Who's gonna murder me? Oh, we're gonna zero you. Then you get someone else put, a note on or chat. He has
Right.
no shield. Go kill him. Go on. If you ain't gonna kill him, don't open your mouth. But these people, they just talk so much crap. It's believable. It's
I
like,
was that
come do
guy.
something. No, I can't do anything.
Oh man, I swear.
I
Okay,
was that guy.
so Tony49 from 772 says world plays together, and they defend each other, which is the way all these nations are supposed to play. There's only going to be a certain amount of time to where 799, those 2 top players or 3 top players, Beast, and Ducky, is going to be able to win it. Yeah, 3 really strong 41s. But once they start playing other nations that have 3 or 4 41s, everyone's at 36, 37, 40, 49, and they got numbers, things change for them really quick. Ram found that out real quick. And I remember when he found out about that. It the numbers.
Speaking of Ram, did that game ever get made?
I don't know, man. The last time I spoke to Ram was a couple months ago, and he was saying that
Remember, he was working on his own game, wasn't
yeah, he said he was working on his own game, and he said this year that he was going to implement me into it somehow, but I haven't heard us say anything about it since. So
he? Implement you into it, what? So you're going to be one of the bloody cheerleaders in the bit?
I don't know, man. I have no clue. I have no clue.
You know, it's the best example of teamwork I can tell you is what happened with Melee Guy, Flexnuts. That is the best example of teamwork.
Absolutely.
That is someone who will have your back.
I'll
Me,
explain.
on the other hand, if that was me sitting in the capital, my own nation would have attacked me.
Yeah, and I'm going to explain to everyone that's watching because I'm sure that's some of the people here that haven't seen it. They're not subscribed. So he poured it into the middle of the capital, the mud, because he does. And I'll show you. He does a lot of the monster hunting at all times. So he poured it. Let me get over there. Where the hell is it? All right. Okay. So yeah, he poured it here. This is his home, literally right here. That's where he sits at all times, and he's consistently hunting monsters. That's a smart way to do it. Period. But his phone broke for like a week straight during Void, and the alliance that he was in, they had his back. They poured it up right next to him, and they had his back. Like they basically moved their fucking hive to him, and had his back because they knew his phone was down. That he could not bubble. He was a sitting fucking duck, and even so they were defending, and even the enemy nation was sending him messages saying, "Hey man, bubble, we're cool. We're not gonna attack you. You need to bubble though." So the respect gained from that enemy nation from Flexnuts and that alliance that he actually moved to because of that was. It's one of those kinds of respects that you never lose in a game. Like that is like one of the highest kind of respect that you can get from in this game.
It's true.
And GG to him.
Whereas if you saw Woody like that,
yeah. If you see
everyone
me
would
like
just murder
that,
him.
they'd be setting up some kind of trap or some kind
To
of
be honest,
hit.
Woody, to be honest, Woody, if it was you, it wouldn't be they would attack you for hate. They would just attack you just for their 5 minute of fame because you're a
Yeah, for that
YouTuber.
for that
You know,
Facebook post.
yeah, to say we killed Woody, or that's why. Like me, for example, when you was played in 373, I think I came across you once in Frenzy or something. I can't remember where it was.
It had been
I saw
Castland.
you, and I was like, yeah, I have to go hit him because I'm gonna be in the
Dick,
video.
Dick. It had been Castland.
Yeah,
That
it
actually
would have been.
happened
And I
with
think
us. Woody, real quick, and my R5 actually broke his phone in the middle of a void. And when we found out, we all ported right next to him, and we were just fucking waiting to see if anybody was gonna try it.
That's what you got to do. You know what I mean?
I got a question.
Yeah.
I got a question. Does anybody's phones get hot during like Void or Iron Blood or anything like that?
Yeah,
and
mine used to literally overheat.
Yeah, that's common.
Yeah, so I put my phone in the freezer 3 times during like the last by the polar event, and like 3 times just for like a minute. And
You put
and
it
then
in
I put
light
a fan
mode.
on it.
is it an iPhone?
It's
Well,
an
you
iPhone.
put
Yeah, it is an
you put it in
iPhone.
light mode.
Yeah, well, iPhones are known to get very, very hot, especially because of the screen and everything that's going on, and it's
Yeah, I
so
mean,
much
I turned
going
on the
on.
graphics and I said, yeah, okay, but still, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
What
But dude,
version
it's
is
still
it?
hot. I'm like, fuck it. It was shutting down. Like, dude, it crashed like 15 times. Put it in the fucking
Yeah,
freezer 3 times for like a minute. It's bad. But I actually like,
do
dude, it
trust me,
kicked ass.
iPhones do that because you can't actually lower the, like for example, on Android, you can there's a button that allows you to do gaming.
Okay.
Well, there
You can still do it on an iPhone. You can still do it on an iPhone.
I played on both Android and iPhone, and I got the 15 Plus Max now, and it got super hot, like to the point where when the battery was low, and I tried to charge it, it would straight say,
Yeah.
"You're too hot, ain't happening."
Yeah. I've
Like
had that.
not
I think that's
happening.
it's a common feature that's been happening with Apple phones recently. But next time, just go inside the fridge with it. Stay
PC
in
though.
the fridge.
Like, I kind of want to try that in a sense. I wonder if it's just better. I mean, like it probably is. You just see a bigger fucking screen. Probably runs better.
Well,
You know.
Demote says that his phone doesn't get hot. He's on an Android. You gotta ask yourself, Demote, are you playing at the caliber of all these other players are playing that are getting hot? Like, are you speeding to there, speeding back on it
Yeah,
for
man. I
literally
was.
12 hours straight? I mean,
Yeah.
I can Woody, I can
Yeah.
answer that question. So I have
Yeah.
an
I went
iPhone
fucking ape shit crazy.
and I have an S24. So I actually now play on my S24 because my iPhone can actually hack it, and it actually does better. What I've
How'd you guys do
realized
in
is
Polar?
it did all right. It's just the polar lag just was the shittiest thing, where
Did you guys win?
everything just froze.
I
That's
didn't
not the
get
phone's fault.
I got zero lag from Polar, zero. But
You didn't
I get
crash at all.
Yeah, but you play on your computer.
no, 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 no. When I'm playing on my computer, I'm live and you guys can see it. Okay, I try not to be on my computer at all times. When I'm playing
Okay.
on my phone, my iPhone, ever since I got the iPhone, I should say that, I got zero lag, but what I get a lot of is crashes. I got
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
got
what I'm saying.
3 crashes.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't talking about so it's right wrong with Sherman crash. So for example, like I said, when you go and speed into a tower,
oh my god.
you don't see no battle. It's frozen, and you don't even know if you're in there or out there. If the
Shut it
battle's
down
finished,
and restart. You
only
No,
just
way you can do it is exit and go back in again.
no. When I'm
yeah.
talking about crashes, like it restarts the whole game.
Yeah.
like
Wow.
like like that kind of crash. Like it did like a hard kill.
Sometimes you
But
just
then
have
I
to
think the other thing is
target and you know
how many
have
people were active in your polar.
traffic.
I mean, we had like I think. Let me see. Does it? I'm not sure if it shows the actual amount of people. Um, does it show? No, it don't. I think we had like maybe 10 or 15 in our alliance that was active. Yeah, right
We
around here.
did.
Because
What about the rest of the nations?
oh, I'm sure there was two lock nations in there. So, and then we had
So like
52 in there, and then we had Nation 30 in there, and then yeah. So
that would have done it. So like for example, when I played, I had 52 ED1, Sin, FU Camel, JUS, and us, and all of these alliance were, you know, 52,
yeah.
Sin.
Oh yeah.
So you can imagine how many people were popping out of their fucking, alliance hall.
Well,
That would have done it.
well, you got your here, and yours from 219. I'm wondering if she was getting crashes or lags in um, Polar as well, because she's the same exact server that you were playing on. Then
I think we all just get crashes and lags. It just happens. It's just how it
that
is.
which is
Come
why
It's
on.
just a way. It's just a way of life. We just got to accept it
yeah.
until
Yeah,
this
we
guy's
gotta accept it.
upgraded.
Get enough BP, you won't get countered.
Mm.
That's
You pay
why
enough money.
that's why I started showing some of those crashes on my video, just in case. Because if Camel's watching them, I want them to see it is happening. It's just fucking crashing, and it's always when you're attacking something.
Oh, dude, they know it's happening.
It does affect like
They just don't care.
everyone's play. Sucks.
And
Part of the
that's
game. It's part of the game. Is to crash. You get kicked out. Someone zeros you.
you pay for more
You
So
spend
like
more
troops.
money.
my individual score was like 5 times everybody else's. I'm good.
Yeah, but when those really exciting attacks happen, like when you don't know if
Sorry,
you're
what?
gonna win, when those exciting attacks happen when you don't know if you're gonna win or not,
Yeah, dude.
and
Like
then
yeah,
it
dude. You're
crashes, you're like, oh man.
your fleet goes in there and you're like, nothing's happening. You look at it, there's no like blue light or like a lightning strike or whatever that hits, and you're just like, oh, okay,
Well, that's
it's
game
gonna crash.
that's game lag right there.
Yeah, but then you just gotta exit out and like log back in because it's the best bet. Like, you know.
Exit out?
Listen,
Oh, man.
I will take all these lags and crashes on Polar Event
I'm
in
sorry, sir?
Blood. Listen, I would happily take all these lags and crashes on Polar Event.
Then Void.
I am Blood, Terrasland, then over Void.
Yeah, or
I'll tell
even
you that much.
GC. I'd better take it on GC too, but Void is one.
Dude, I'll take on any of the lossless events.
Yeah.
I remember I crashed once in Frenzy, logged back in. It literally took me 20 seconds to log back in. I was zeroed. I was like, fuck, I'm not spending 295 days on hills. Fuck that.
Well, it's Frenzy, though.
I wish.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, but then
Frenzy's the
We've been
most
recording.
expensive thing for heals. I'm not gonna lie. I spend more
no,
heals
it
on
depends on your
heals.
BP. It depends on your BP. I've got 300 million BP. I
I
don't
think
really
it's
heal
been
as much.
ballsy. You know?
On Frenzy,
Hey,
dude. Yeah, Frenzy
back.
is Frenzy. I
Back.
spend more heals, dude, easily.
I mean, the only thing I probably heal the most is just my tanks, fronts, that I have as many, and maybe some of my stormtroopers. Everything else I don't really heal.
Well, I don't like. I won't heal everything in Frenzy. I the T13 tanks, the shielders and the armored soldiers. I'll heal those too, and those are Axemen. I'll heal all the T13s. I'll heal the cannons definitely. Bread, that's what's making the attack the attack.
You need to recruit. You need to recruit more. Then you don't have to.
I'm trying to.
Dude, he's got like 16 million troops. Dude, I don't know.
Almost 19. But like
I've got
so my front line. Let's
what?
see.
You've got 19 million and you're 150 million BP.
Almost 300 million. So
I've got 22 and I'm on 300.
You can't tell him to recruit more
No,
troops.
I said I'm at 300 million BP, but I
Oh,
got
you're
almost
300.
yeah, I almost got 19 million. But my front line, I got almost 6 million. And
Okay.
you gotta have a heavy front line. Someone hits you, you need a fucking front line. You can't have,
And you need a lot of, and you need a lot of T1s, T2s, T3s, T4s, whatever you choose. I know it fills up the hospital. If you're smart about the way you play, it saves a whole bunch of fucking high level troops.
No, you're all right on that, but I don't know. I
Then again,
can't do the whole, I just can't do the whole T1, T3.
Yeah.
I can't.
What, sorry?
I just can't do the whole T1s, T4s. I can't. It's like it goes against everything I play the game for.
No one's telling you to attack with them. Just have it in your
Well,
base.
I can't attack with them now. I can't. It's just the game's changed. But
no, you have it in your base. So if someone does an SOS, they die. Not your big guys.
yeah, you're right. So they're acting as a meat shield.
Yeah, meat shield basically.
Nah.
Shield.
You don't want some idiot who does an SOS who you know he's gonna lose, but then does an SOS and slaughter and exterminate and then kills a bunch of your U13s.
No, I know you're right too. I know you are. I know you're right. So it's like having a meat curtain, as we would call women a meat curtain.
I got a question about warplanes. Like, so do you guys? So main warplane, of course. Fuck yeah. But like, say secondary warplane. Like, do you guys got one that's like a defensive one? It's like, like the. I know. I mean, you should, but still, like, do you
I don't think
prioritize a
anyone uses
defensive one?
I don't think anyone uses warplane as defense. It's you send them out and then
Well,
you
no, no,
try and
no.
get
So,
them back.
like the main fleet, like fucking attack fleet, you send out, and then you got a defense warplane that stays stationed at home in a sense.
In case you get hit.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Like a
I
not
guess
as
I don't know.
powerful, but like
I guess the way
feasible.
we play is I play is I don't really worry about a defense. I make sure that I'm not fucking being watched when I'm attacking, so no
True.
one counters me. Straight 100%. You just
So
make
then
sure
you
no
only
one
have
counters you.
main warplane.
Sorry?
You only have one main warplane, so
No,
you
I have a
got one main
I have
attack
a
fleet.
gold one and a purple one, and then the rest of them are blue. Obviously, it's I5 fleet everything, so I do try and have them, at a level where the gold will kill, then the purple will kill, and then the rest, kill the rest. It doesn't really matter what you send after that, but I think it's maybe because of my
So like
BP
the
level.
purple would be like kind of like the defensive one if you only sent out your main attack.
It would be defensive, but then you've also got to understand BP plays a part. Like if you're a 300 million BP city and you've just sent out to attack someone, you know, not a lot of people are gonna try and counter your city even without the gold plane. You kick the shit out of them. But at the same time, if you face a nation like 52 or one of those guys or Sin, then you know you will make sure that you attack when you have your team around you. You do not depend on your defense. You depend on your team.
Yeah.
Because if they counter you, you want all of them to fly in and save your ass.
Unless you're doing an SOS.
$30 a month.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, it's easy.
I think I think the smart way to play is if you're playing in the enemy nation and you can't hide all your troops because of, you can't use the doomsday. Yeah, but if you've got too much BP and you can't hide all of them, what you should do is
You can
in
hide
your
them in
team.
what is it?
If you're in the
You
enemy
what?
nation,
Enemy nation. If you're at a certain level BP, you can't hide everything. So
you
what
can,
you
you can, but it's gonna cost you a lot of speeds.
oh, you're talking about the all trick.
Correct, but it will
No,
cost
not
you
300,
more speeds than you want.
not 300 million
not worth
BP, dude.
Yeah.
You nuts?
Oh, you can. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna
You
cost you a
can.
lot of speeds.
So the best way to do it is one of two: hide everything and leave the excess, and if it gets hit, the excess, or actually don't hide everything and have the next big guy in your alliance send his titans and his plane sitting there.
Yeah.
Because remember, if they hit
Sounds
you
good.
and you have another gold plane in there, it's better all of the troops are in there than just your excess. And then everyone else will pretty much fly in. But smartest way to play it is if you're at a level where you can't hide all your BP, don't go alone. Especially when you're at that number of, I would say, between 80 to 130, 140.
Yeah,
Because that number,
that's a snack.
people will go for you.
Yeah,
Once you're around the 150, 160, it will take them about 20, 30, 40 seconds to kind of get people online, and then do the double count. Are you ready? And then hit you, and you've got some time. But when you're at about 100, 120, they share you.
Yeah,
They'll
you
hit
get
you straight away.
yeah four really strong. We'll just say 6 really strong 41s. They hit you. They can burn you at that point.
They can even hit
Sir,
you and just do. They
not
can even
Woody,
hit
but
you and
the other
just hit
guy that's
retreat.
speaking. What's your name, sir? I'm Z. I was just wondering what your name was.
I'm goat.
I'm sorry, what?
He's goat.
Goat, as in the
Okay.
sheep.
Well, nice to meet you. I appreciate your tips. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
No, but that's what we're here for.
he's from a lot of one of the ancient nations. I call you guys the ancient nations. You know that, right?
I am from the ancient nation.
I have to. But
yeah, I don't know. I'm coming to a point in this game now where it's like just tired and exhausted now, honestly.
well, we are literally 3 hours and 20 minutes in, guys. So I think we had a pretty good live here. A lot of information was put out there. Is there any more questions, last minute questions you guys might want to ask that we might be able to quickly answer before we end the live?
Everybody does agree that Camel does fucking suck, correct?
Not on this live, please.
I
But
know. I apologize.
but
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
like
I
to
got, I
sell
got
my
one. I
city
got
for
one.
a
I got one last.
camel
I got
rep.
one last thing,
I'm
Woody.
saying, like, if I could sell my city for a
You
camel rep,
okay?
that'd be nice.
Are you okay?
No.
Are you good?
I'm good.
No.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I know where
Do
this
you
is coming
think? Do you
from.
think? Do you think I can find a lot of wives in this game?
You, I know where you're going with this. I know
Somebody
you.
did say that we could, like, what find a wife in this game, huh? That's odd.
This dude basically comes back every 10 minutes and says the same thing over and over again, man. It's just
Okay,
like
okay. So that's his thing.
what? one time's a joke, but you murdered the joke, man, 5 times.
It was good the first time, but yeah. But the wrap up of everything when it comes to T4, because that's basically what everyone came to see and talk about. Uh, Big cities cannot send it. Small cities cannot send it in void. Actually, no, yeah, small cities
Oh,
cannot
hang
send
on a minute. We didn't cover this. Apparently, people are saying that you couldn't attack a city
with
with
T4s.
T4s, but
Correct.
you could attack a flag and defend.
Really?
Some people were saying that,
So you can defend with T4s, but you can't use them to attack
not on a flag.
on a flag.
Ah,
Hmm.
but then again, I guess probably Camel just quickly done a quick fix just for the
I
game
think it's a
battle.
I think it's a good fix. I think that there'll be the players will obviously come up with some kind of new loophole uh, to where they try to gain some other kind of advantage with using what they have. But I think it's a good fix for a lot of things because
I'll be
regard
honest with you. I do use T1s and T2s, but I don't use so much. Like not the whole fleet. I use some in my attacks, but there was a point where I wanted to send a whole bunch so I can save my fronts because I wanted to attack one city that had like heavy rain. So the idea was to attack it and then retreat. But I needed to get the points because the guy had taken rank 1 from me and I couldn't do it. I was pissed. I was just like, "Man, I need to hit this city so I can get the points because he's just taken rank 1 from me."
did you do
But
you
yeah,
the biggest losses from Void or Frenzy are from those players that are just trying to get those boxes.
oh yeah, it's
That's what
just people saying, "Oh, I just want to open my boxes." Oh, is there any SOS target? Because I want to open my boxes.
yeah, and
Well, that's when I hear that. Yeah.
those are the people that get zeroed out all the fucking time. All the time they get zeroed out because they're like, well, I can be sneaky. I don't need to hide my troops. I'm gonna just do this one or two attacks, and they get fucking smashed.
You know what the funny thing is? It's those guys who come at the last hour
Oh God.
where they want to open the boxes and they get zeroed, and they must be like, "Fuck, man! I spent 23 hours safe, and now I just came and just got murked."
I need to learn a lesson, and they do the exact same thing every single time. So
Yeah.
my advice to a lot of players in these newer nations is this: those players that you have that try to get those boxes open at the end of the event or even throughout the thing, send them to one alliance, okay? One alliance, and call it the last chance alliance. So at least you have one alliance that you can watch and versus 3 or 4 different alliances looking for uh, a certain person or certain players to drop. You know, have them all at one alliance. Babysit them over there. Use them as traps. You know what I mean? That's what we do with ours. We use the last player, the last chance alliance, and I already know they're gonna fucking drop bubbles. So I'm literally fucking babysitting them, watching, waiting for someone to pour over there. Then I pour over right behind them, and fucking bam.
See, I don't
You know
babysit them.
what I do,
I
Woody?
do send them to one alliance. Huh?
3 hours for to cover the gap or to secure the winning. But this thing you cannot stop it. So what I did, I told them to open your boxes. You can be as a trap castle, put your only one fleet to cover your hospital size, and you should have my informants, my troop inside your castle. If they attack you, you'll open your boxes. If they didn't attack, that's it.
See, the
But that's
problem.
yeah, but that's only for your alliance. You can't do it for the rest of the
Yeah.
alliances.
Yes, yeah, I agree. But at least it's a solution.
Well, my solution is you send, like Woody said, send them to one alliance, and I do. I don't babysit. The alliance I send them to is the graveyard alliance,
Hmm.
the one you send them to.
Last
Yeah,
chance.
I can do it. If I'm going to merge with another nation, yes. But now in our nation, we
Hey,
are only one alliance now.
all the
Just
other,
kill him.
all the other,
Just
other,
kill everything.
all the other players that are not in your number one alliance, El Professor, they're in the last chance. You know,
Yes.
they are the last chance.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They are the last chance. So
Yeah.
have them have their freaking academy, and That's the last chance alliance.
Please, I don't want to hear anything about academy. There is no academy. Really, really, I
We
hate
love
something called
academies.
academy.
Well, you got to make it fair for those players that think that they're
Yeah,
special.
we have free academies.
Yeah. We're not a farm alliance. We're an academy. No, you're a farm. Go ahead and drop your bubble and see how quickly I attack you. You can't do that, Woody. Yo, watch me. You drop that fucking bubble in void. I will fucking hit you. Don't be a policeman. Oh, I will. I had this one guy.
Yeah.
I had this one guy just this past void. I fucking watched him. Let's just say here, he has no fucking bubble on, and I'm watching. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And I forgot to eliminate the the unions between alliances, and I'm like, fuck. So I can't burn him. So I'm just watching, and a fucking 38 ports right next to him, and he's unbubbled. I'm just like, I already know what's about to happen. So I ported right behind that 38, and that stopped that guy from fucking being burned. That's all I can do,
Yeah,
because
because he knew you dropped his shield, you'd have killed him.
yeah, that's exactly what he knew it. But if I
See,
didn't show up there, he was gonna get zeroed out.
I had a similar situation. I had a guy hiding in a flag, and I'm watching this alliance because I know they're gonna get burned.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I see this thing flying into the flag, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And then he's murdering this flag, and I'm just like, "Fuck!" There's like 300k troops in here.
Oh no.
So I had to then speed in 4 fleets into that flag, so he doesn't come back out and then go in again. So I had to murder the fucking guy in that flag, and I'm just like, dude, 5 years, and you still hide in a goddamn flag.
I mean,
Seriously,
a
void.
simple bubble, a bubble, guys, a
Well, to be
1 day.
honest, he died, and then on Monday I found him, and I took his 150 million steel and 60 million minerals, and God knows how much food and oil. I didn't need it. I took it just to teach him a lesson.
See, I'm not as brutal as you are when it comes to nation rules, and for all these other nations and trolls that think I'm hard up because you burned my troops before Void or during Void. Man, there are nations out there that will burn you and take everything you freaking have just because you costed them a couple points.
What do you mean brutal? If he dropped his shield, if he lost his shield by accident, I get it.
Yeah.
He hid in a fucking flag after 5 years.
That's 5 years in hiding in the flag. Yeah, that's kind of that's.
He deserved to die.
Yeah, that's.
And then I get told, "Oh, he's a thief. He's a resource thief. Look at him. He's stealing all my resources." No, I'm not stealing. I'm taking it because you hid in a flag.
There's a difference between stealing and just taking.
Well, technically, in this game, it's not stealing, isn't it? Because the game allows you to plunder.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
why do people use the word stealing?
Because they want to feel special, I think. I don't know. It's just like, and I know this is not supposed to be talked about, but like, you know how you got those people that like to exchange resources. We'll use that name, that word. Fucking unbearable numbers that they want for the exchange. I remember back when I was playing in 390, I straight up told them, "No, I'll pay this. I mean, I'll exchange this," and they said no. So I just burnt every single thing and took it all.
Oh man, I done something else. So back in the days when we first started, people were buying resource packs.
We exchange.
And
we try not to.
Yeah, no, we never had exchange.
Oh, the packs,
Our times,
the packs, the packs.
No, the actual AOZ, the actual game pack. So a guy bought 10 mineral packs and 10 steel packs. I came along and drained him. He actually sent me messages saying that I actually made him cry because he literally just bought them and he didn't shield.
Oh no.
Not my problem. Why didn't you shield?
I will sell my city for
Hey,
Rep.
K. Z, we don't. This is the official group. We don't talk about that here.
There are certain words we do not use.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to get banned out of this group. Don't.
But yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna go bed because it is
it's that
4 in the fucking morning.
it's
Thank you. I appreciate
it's pretty late
it.
for me too, guys. I'm gonna end the stream. I thought it was pretty good. A lot of knowledge, a lot of education, and a lot of experience that came out of this. And I want to thank everyone that came.